Polo, dog.
What's good? What's going on, everybody? I'm going to thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Hoecially Awkward. If this is your first time joining us, I'd like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host, the favorite motivational speaker, Mimi Sum 100, or Comer Walker if you're nasty. I am joined by my wonderful co-host, as I am every single week. We got the classic man, Mr. Tone Deaf in the building, along with the new Mr. Bitches, the narcissist, Pod God Juan, and of course, our resident hostage. You got Tommy in the building. Tomas. Mr. Stockholm, as we like to call him here on Hoecially Awkward, because for whatever reason he just keeps coming back. I think it's because he knows that he's very loved here.
I'm on time. Hey, it's family. This is a great conversation. Mm-hmm. And if it's a week of like tumultuous ass bullshit, I actually monitor your posts to see how funny it might be, and I get ready for to be here. So
pre-planned.
I pre-plan off the post.
You're a smart man.
Hey, it's like, all right.
See what level of fuckery she got.
Yeah, I can almost anticipate what's gonna happen.
She is a terrible person.
Who?
You.
Me?
Don't act surprised.
Because I'm not terrible.
The lies you tell, you know what? I'm going to let it slide because you're a Gemini and it's retrograde coming up. So
I'm not terrible.
You're on pure bullshit.
So now we went ahead and got started, but I'll probably, it'll be a minute. We actually got Denise coming through the studio. She would have been here. She not late because, CPT, but y'all know me and I have a problem with eating when I'm supposed to eat. So she actually stopped to grab me some food on the way in because she is such a doll. Yay. Oh. And then I was like, something feel weird.
Either that or
how was everybody weekend in the meantime, though?
Fine friendship.
Wonderful.
You got some coochie?
Wonderful.
I don't think Tommy would ever tell us if he got laid anyway.
He would.
Oh,
I did painting, and
you painted her walls. Good shit, my boy.
Oh my god.
Good shit, my boy.
that was a good one.
I'm actually proud a little bit.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, I'm painting walls.
Yeah. More than just the one in the house.
Ouch. I sliced my finger open today. I have no idea how or what I did it on. I was doing a
Paper cut.
Grubhub. No, that wasn't no paper cut.
I don't know. Them paper bags kind of roughed you.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
They are. And then like when you get out to the actual like the little fancy restaurants and shit, like they got that sturdy ass paper bag. Like that motherfucker's.
Oh, they got grocery store paper bags?
Yeah, when it be like made out of 100% recycled
biodegradables.
Them motherfuckers be rough.
that coarse plastic.
No, okay. So I have an
like in a box now, huh?
Yeah.
Check us out.
I have an idea.
I flip the curtain.
You have an idea?
I do. I have an idea.
It involves us?
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't
this
ain't gonna mean that's no good.
Somebody ain't making it.
Why?
Whenever you ever had an idea that didn't go to the left?
Wow.
I'm intrigued.
Hoecially Awkward didn't go to the left.
The
Cummer's Candy Closet didn't go to the left.
Well, that helps people who go to the left.
You swung a dick at Tommy, and it might have been to the left.
To the left.
Actually, it was to the right.
But you curved it to the
and it
left.
came out of a box, and you own it. Everything you own in the box to the left, huh?
Oh, Denise is actually here, so we don't even got to get too deep before she get here. I will be right back. Y'all entertain the people.
We're not going to. Make sure y'all check out the latest episode of the Deaf Fresh Show. We had a nice little conversation about dating being stressful as fuck.
Who's the young lady that was
on? Who the fuck knows?
You talking about Ayana?
You don't know who the girl is?
I never. That was the first time I met her.
Oh. Ayana. She's interested in podcasting. So she decided to come hang out with us that night.
It was interesting that she was interviewed regarding dating because her dating experience is
trash.
Well, not even trash.
You know her?
No, I was watching. I watched the episode.
I think it was. I found it interesting because I'm 34, man. What the fuck do 23-year-olds do?
And that's why we started interviewing her because like, what does dating look like for the 20s anymore?
Then she was like, "I'm wifey material."
Yeah, she's wife material at 23. Like, dude, you barely out of high school.
You ain't never had a nigga spitting your booty. How you wifey material?
That is true. It's terrible. But she never said yes or no to that either, though.
She said no, and she said ew.
But my point being,
I
she
didn't hear
has
that.
a very limited length of experience of dating to actually
Right.
give advice.
I don't even
on
think she
dating.
know how to suck
And
dick.
I don't think she was giving advice. It was more so just
Are you just giving her perspective?
I just wanted her perspective because we were supposed to have two other people. Shannon ended up having a gig with the Kevin Hart show that she had to go do,
Word.
and then Lachelle wasn't feeling well. So just imagine the three that you know that was there all together
You can
having
have
the same.
Lachelle and Shannon in the same spot.
Yes,
Wow. And
and Sarita.
and Sarita.
Yeah, that
Damn, the trifecta.
was-
Woo.
so just imagine how
That's
that
a lot
kind
of cheeks.
yeah. I just got on Shannon about that recently because
And look,
oh, she brings drinks too.
For sure.
You know what?
Really,
I
really.
won't say that about that. Denise has always brung drinks. Now, whether or not they stayed is a different story.
Hey.
but she's always brung drinks. I won't lie like that.
If make sure
10 years ago.
It's because it was funny. It was so unexpected.
make sure you got everything was a person.
Right. Yes.
Oh. This
Okay.
is for her to indulge.
Mix here a little bit. Okay.
No, I just brought it for me and shit.
I'm just asking.
You are quite the
permission.
lush. I hung out with you on your
Yeah,
birthday.
you could finish the whole box
Hey,
by
Rabbit-
I'm
yourself.
asking permission like a gentleman
Denise.
should when a gift comes to the table.
Ravi
I mean-
said, "Damn, Denise be literally everywhere."
She's like, she just left my house.
That's not something I want.
Shout out to my sister-in-law Kayla Taylor in the comments.
She gonna hate you for that.
No.
Mike, hard pineapple, strawberry.
Hey, let me get
That
that.
sound good as fuck.
That's what I was saying. Let me get
Wait
that.
a minute. Not only did she come bearing gifts, but they cold as a motherfucker. The bottles is sweating.
Hold on.
She ain't bring that lukewarm shit.
What's the-
That look like it got some grape in it. I don't want that.
You gonna drink the black cherry?
What else we got though?
I'm saying she came.
That's
with
for you,
flavor
Denise.
flavors.
Mine says the
That's a
prettiest
regular-
redhead.
Thank you.
I think she's the only redhead friend we have.
Which one is that one?
This is
Real nigga
strawberry
shit.
lemonade.
Give me.
Okay. I was very reluctant to give up.
Just
my
don't pass me
fried
shit with
delicious.
grape or
Which one?
mango.
I mean, yeah, it don't matter. I drink all of
She
it.
My
drinks
bad.
them all. This is her third case.
Get out my business.
I was being funny.
Get out my
This
business.
is being funny.
Hey,
I'm playing.
Pick a save had a sale, okay?
You're not wrong.
You know,
Let me get. First of all, this is my show. Y'all go give me the average one, the regular.
He gave you the pineapple.
I thought he
The
gave
regular
you.
one.
Oh, you want the pineapple?
I did. Thank you.
Oh, gotta get right.
That's it. That's all
it. You want to switch, Tommy?
No,
This
I'll be normal. I'm the hostage.
You just gonna take what you get?
I mean, you technically was the first one in the box though. So
But
Hey, Kayla.
That's your fault.
I'm the one.
Spices gang.
I'm the one bringing drinks on other time.
Hey, so
You can have some of my Ciroc.
no, my idea is like,
Oh,
so for those who are new to the show,
I like that idea. I'm gonna pour up something. I need a splash.
Y'all
hey, Ravi said, how Denise be everywhere but don't ever offer to pick me up? You two niggas in a car together is scary. No matter who's driving, no matter who's behind.
Hey,
the wheel.
but car karaoke would be lit with them two, though.
Hey,
I'm
it
just-
would, though.
They would be lit with them two.
It
I'll give them
would.
that much. It would
I,
be
st-
lit.
I remember that time when Ravi she didn't know that gallon of milk or whatever was lost in her car.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, shit. That stank.
I was like, what the fuck?
That time we went to the Dale, yo. So me and Monte, I don't know how this happened, but me and Monte, we was the first ones up. Everybody else still asleep. He was like, "Bro, let's go to McDonald's grab some breakfast." I'm like, "Okay, cool." But the way that everybody was parked, Ravi's car was the aisle one out, so I was like,
Right.
"Well, we'll take Ravi's car." That
That's good. You
motherfucker
gotta
was
put your
on.
name in the comments because if you don't give StreamYard permission, we can't see who it is.
It's probably Lilo.
That motherfucker was fun.
It's either Lilo or Shannon, probably.
Yep. It's probably Lilo because she's.
But no, it's too early. Shannon be late.
Right.
Like Ravi's car smelled like an old Big Mac.
Hey, she said, remember that time I pulled in the parking lot? I almost crashed into everybody.
I need you to chill out.
Yo, what's wrong with the car?
Rita, what's good? You and them to-go biddies. So,
Motherfuckers is big.
for those new to the show,
Why are you here?
you may not know that my granny used to run hoes. My granny had a brothel. I think I want to carry on that tradition.
You
I
want
think
to?
you should.
I think I want to open a brothel and call it like the Horseshoe.
Very lucrative business.
I ain't mad
for
at
you.
the name.
I'm not. What are you gonna call it?
The Horseshoe, but spell it like whore, like the Horseshoe brothel.
Hey, high five on that one.
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
that's dope. That's dope. The Horseshoe.
Yeah. I got a logo in my head and everything. Like I think that'd be cold. So I gotta look it up.
Is that legal here?
It's not legal here.
You gonna have family and friends discounts?
I wanted to ask, but I didn't want to be that nigga. But I thought about it as soon as you.
There's always one.
The family and friends. Because we were just
Well,
talking
I'm
about
glad it was
codes.
Tone and not me.
We were just talking about codes
Oh,
before the show
do you
started.
give horse cash?
Dog.
Horse cat? Yes. Repeat. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Kind of like when you go to the sandwich shop and after you buy so many sandwiches, after you get so many hoes punch, you get a free sandwich.
Fuck bucks.
Yeah,
Fuck
man. Talk about it, girl.
That's the
I'm
name.
here for it.
Talk about it.
That's the name of the episode.
Talk about
That
it.
is the name of the episode
That
right
nigga
there.
said, "Fuck butt."
See, man, the wheels be turning. No, see, no. Wait a minute.
Gemini
Fuck
be
y'all,
Gemini.
because when I said I had an idea, y'all was shitting on me like, no, man.
Cause
Your ideas don't be good. Now y'all riding.
no,
my
we
shit.
didn't say it don't be good.
We said they're dangerous.
They're dangerous. That's what
Two
we
different
said.
things.
Two different things. Because we could be all for it, but walk out with some broken limbs. Okay.
That shit hit me? Okay.
Fuck bucks.
Tommy finna be drunk.
I'm all right. I'm okay with that.
Well, speaking of people that's fucking a lot,
Oh my.
Nick Cannon is on his 10th child.
I'm not mad at him.
I am.
Why?
Why?
Because I want y'all to think about this, right?
Okay. Let's think.
Everybody is always saying what is this? Oh, I was saying what notification. Oh, that was you texting me. You was here. Let me clear that. So I quit thinking there's something new. Everybody is always in defense of niggas not paying child support when they say shit like what? Oh man, time is more important than money. Time is more important than money. But then when you have a nigga like Nick Cannon that has a lot of money, everybody disregards the fact that, bro, you can't split your time evenly with all them kids and all them different households.
But
like
here's my thing with Nick, that only reason why I'm here for it. Nick has so much money that he really doesn't have to keep working. So he can actually stop wilding out, let Carlos be the leader of it.
he
and
could, but he
stay
hasn't.
home.
He's still just making kids.
He's making with the same women.
You're not invisible, but how we supposed to know that's you and it don't say your name? It just say Facebook user.
We only know because he says I.
So
So it
technically-
must be Dino.
Right. That's
definitely
literally
Dino.
the only reason
That's
that we
the
know
only
it's
reason why
you.
we know.
Yeah, but you
technically you are invisible.
because we don't know who
And there's no profile picture there.
Facebook user.
But
You can skip that next.
the thing about it is Nick can actually
You can
make
skip-
the
you can
time.
Skip that comment.
He has
I'm
enough
never
money,
finna skip my fellow Gemini.
and he has time that he can always go out and buy a big ass house and move all his bitches in it, and all the kids are there, one big ass compound together.
Nick Cannon is living his best
Woulda,
life.
coulda,
He's
shoulda. It
living
hasn't
life.
happened yet. So as
He's
of right
living
now,
the
it's a
life.
bunch of broken families.
Maybe he's getting the house built as we speak. You just pop
When
up,
that happens, then we won't have comments like this.
pop up.
This chicken good as a motherfucker. Like this.
You the way
perfect
you
and crunchy.
eating it looks.
I
like
ain't
it.
eating none today.
We're not mad at you. Well, we are mad at you to eat none of that, but we're not mad at you enjoying
I was
your
working.
food. I be working.
around food.
And didn't think to get herself nothing.
That-
Everybody say the same thing.
First of all, it's not that I don't think to get myself nothing. What usually happens is when I'm about to say, okay, I'm gonna pause for a little bit, grab me something to eat, an order come in, and I don't be wanting to pass up that money. So I'm like, all right, I'll try next one. But Grubhub is so consistent with their orders, like they send them to you back to back to back. There you go. Now we can see it's you.
You must have been on your new page.
She said she fresh out the Facebook pen. Don't make her go back.
Oh, I'm an expert at making motherfuckers go to the pen. I'm a Facebook expert. I reel them in like fish.
Are you out here getting people blocked?
You know when
Oh,
your
all the
food be
time.
so fresh, like that motherfucker got
All
your
the
forehead
time.
sweating and shit. This box hot as a motherfucker.
That's what she said.
This box.
So,
Somebody telling you this box is hot is crazy.
The box.
I was gonna say I definitely read that. Heard that in my Hot Boys voice.
That's how you had to say it.
Hey, so this is if you don't follow me on Facebook, I talked about it briefly yesterday, but this is the anniversary of my OnlyFans scandal. with me having to resign from my job
Oh,
because somebody decided to snitch that I made content in the conference room.
That was the post that made me say, I think I'm going to be on the show. This week." That's the one.
You said that like you had a choice. That's
I'm like,
cute.
Dog, I ain't no way. See, that's serial killer
I know,
shit.
see, silly Negro.
That's
Like
what
you're an
you
option.
said.
Dog.
As
You
if
thought
you
you had a choice?
right. The audacity.
I'm eating Wong's Walk, Bree. No, but if you were not familiar with that story, so last year I decided, hey, I don't like to do more
Did
content.
they
Like
really snitch, or was you doing some shit you ain't had no business doing?
they snitched about me doing shit I didn't have no business doing. People do shit that they ain't got no business doing all the time, but if people don't tell, they get away with it.
Yeah, but if they ain't do it, you ain't got to worry about nobody telling.
So my thing is, I like to be entertaining in my content. What do people like? They like public content. They like shit that is out of the norm. They don't always want to see you fucking on a mattress and white hotel covers and shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to see a little razzle dazzle. So what did I do?
Change the sheets.
I went.
put the red ones down
Right,
instead.
put the blue
I
ones on.
went
this
after
week.
hours and used the conference room. Now, I am perfectly aware. Like there are no cameras in this conference room. None. Absolutely zero. There was no way to see what I was doing. The doors were locked. I closed the blinds. Only thing that could have happened was somebody, well, my assumption was that security doing their rounds heard some, clapping and slapping going on around that motherfucker and decided that they wanted to tell, hey, somebody was in the conference room at this time of night doing,
The deed.
not the Lord's work. And all they had to do at that point was see, okay, well, who's scanning their badge in at this time?
I was fucking out the Lord's work.
Right.
Hey, what?
Hey,
yo, wait.
Wait, put it up.
You know what I'm saying, fam? Hold up. Someone got the Johnny Gill cut.
Rub you the right.
Yeah, my haircut in a minute. It's just growing.
Thank you, Kayla. Shout out to the quiet housekeepers because I have another scene in the office building and the blinds is actually open and the cleaning crew, like the cleaning lady, like she just going about minding her fucking business. She's not minding mine. When she go past the window, she might do like this, you know what I'm saying? So her cover her face, but then she just cleaning and vacuuming shit. But in this particular case, they did not mind their business and they decided to go and tell management. So what happened was I was actually doing content in a hotel the night before I was notified. So I was working from home 3 days a week. This particular day was the day that I had to work from home. So I took all of my equipment to my hotel with me. I got everything set up. I then went downstairs, got my little free continental breakfast and sausage biscuits and shit, orange juice. I'm ready to go. All of a sudden, I see my supervisor calling my cell phone. It's almost 8:00. So she's like, hey, I know you were scheduled to work from home today, but due to some scheduling changes, we need you to come into the office. I'm like, all right, cool. I said, but it's almost 8, so I'm definitely going to be late. She was like, oh, nope, that's fine. Just, whenever you can get in, just, come in as soon as you can. All right, cool. So at this point, I'm packing up all of my shit because we know that hotel checkout is at 12. And if I have to go all the way downtown in order for me to work for the day, I'm not going to be able to come back, check out, grab my shit. So I pack everything in the truck, go to work. I get to work and there is a computer on my desk like, hey, you'll be using this laptop today. When you get in, come see me, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, I go. She's not in her office. I go back to my desk. I'm trying to log into the laptop. It's not working. So I'm sitting there waiting, like, all right, I'll go check, see if she's in there now. By the time I go back, she's in there. She's like, come on, come in. Shut the door. I shut the door. And she hands me a piece of paper that tells me that I have a mandatory disciplinary hearing the following morning to discuss my quote unquote highly inappropriate use of the conference room. Now, there is no way that you can know that my use of the conference room was highly inappropriate with no cameras unless you were out there eavesdropping or you saw my content, which is the theory someone on my news feed said. Now, My problem with this is they know someone in HR and they're like, oh, well, no, they said that, it was somebody that saw it and they said they recognized it and they blah, 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 blah. First and foremost, I feel like I should damn near sue them because why the fuck is HR always discussing shit outside of the company? Like the person that they're talking to don't even live in Milwaukee. They're in Texas. How do you know city of Milwaukee HR issues within a company? First of all, as HR staff, you're not even supposed to talk about this shit with motherfuckers outside of HR in the same company that you work for. Each person's personnel file is confidential. You do not discuss that with people who do not have a direct interest with you to discuss it with. Which is funny because when I was interviewing for that position, the department that I ended up in, that was secondary. I actually applied for an HR position first. They ask you on the fucking the little interview questions. They say, you're working in the department. Your friends, blah, 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 ask you the status of her husband's application. What can you tell them?
Not a goddamn
thing. But yet, you motherfuckers that's quizzing me on this shit, y'all discussing me and everybody else shit outside the company. How does that go? So I feel like I should be looking into suing niggas. Because she be knowing all the details and shit.
Sue, you seem to be pretty good. Like, what, 3-0 right now?
Yeah. Self-represented, too. So I ain't even got to give up, pay out no lawyer fees. But yeah, I guess it's one of those things where I will never, ever have any type of respect for people that go out of their way to fuck with people's jobs when it has nothing to do with them. Like, I see shit all the time. I see people that are taking longer than they breaks. I know motherfuckers that are calling in, talking about they sick, but they fucking out partying and shit. And that's not my business. That don't affect me. It don't have nothing to do with you.
I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but that's not fucking. You know?
It don't matter.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like you left your ass juice on
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Well,
that
I didn't.
Coming late back from break is different from ass cheeks on the conference table.
No, it's not because it all violates company policy and it's all
So,
punishable by termination.
I seen it.
And if I know that I can tell on you and get you fired, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you need this money for. I don't know if your mama need a new fucking eyeball. I don't know what the fuck is going on in your life that you need this money to pay your fucking bills. If your shit is not affecting me, I don't have any cause to speak on it.
Yeah, but we gotta draw the line somewhere.
No, we
you,
don't.
And you having your vagina out in here is where we drawing the line, G.
No.
Yeah.
Right, like,
I mean,
fam. It's one thing.
Listen to these snitch ass niggas, y'all.
In between the I'm thinking from HR perspective.
Look, I won't say shit, but if I found out you got fired because your cheeks was cheeking in the conference room 7, I might laugh a little.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually going
Out
of your way.
Right.
to report some shit that doesn't
Okay.
have anything to do with you.
Right.
That's what
Now
I'm talking about.
That's some white woman shit.
That's what I'm
Oh
talking
no,
about.
I'm not gonna snitch on
Yeah,
you. But
that-
like
yeah.
Tone said, if I find out that you had your dick out and you got fired, oh for sure, you
For sure.
deserve it.
You getting jokes.
Like,
No.
Whatever happens, you get that.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like if I was caught in the act by management or whatever, and they was like, "Hey, you get your shit, you got to get out of here."
you be like-
That's
you be like,
different.
bet. All right,
Would you at
I'm
least
out.
ask
But for
finish-
something that had you not gone out of your way to go and say, "Hey, Tamika did X, Y, Z," it wouldn't have been an issue. That's an issue.
Well, they felt offended.
They was bad they didn't get invited.
Right. Like,
What,
who are you to tell people what to be offended?
Hold
by?
on.
She said absolutely the truth right there, because I used to get calls all the time.
Mine said, I work in HR as a leader and we get snitch calls all the time. And I constantly wonder why they be in other folks' business.
All the time, like just random.
Then I said, especially here in Wisconsin, that at will shit be a reach.
That at will shit is probably one
Mine
of the
said,
dumbest
misery
shit ever.
loves company.
And boy, they living comfortably.
That should be crazy,
Hey,
though.
that will shit come in
Hey,
handy.
man, some
sometime,
people
though.
just be sick of y'all.
How many
shit.
people you done fired at will, Tommy? I
Uh,
feel like you just really let a couple of teachers go on
I
some
let
bullshit.
them go because hey, y'all is not good for kids. Bye.
Okay, that's
How do you
different.
get a teacher fired?
That's saying he was a principal.
I was just watching them and seeing they sucked. They're like, you gotta go.
Man,
Okay, since we
where was
here-
you when I was in high school?
Since we
'Cause I had
here-
a few teachers that should have got the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
I mean, but they got to be at will. NPS is red tape. It's a lot of red tape. You can't just fire people.
All right, but since we here and this gives Mimi time to eat, how do y'all feel about the fact that they're demanding the kindergarten teacher to be fired because she's curvaceous?
They should mind their fucking business.
That's just the moms.
It's
They mad
always the
because they husbands and boyfriends go want to start being more involved in extracurricular activities and
She
showing
could
up
be
to
in
plays
such in
and
a
shit.
t-shirt and that thing's still gonna be thanging. So
She got body work done because she
Body
got
out it.
that hip, that middle
What
section.
minute? What we got pics? Let me look her up.
Hey,
Look
is my
typing.
goofy ass child more interested in learning?
This is part of that surprise shit. That
Kayla said, "I'm in leadership. People definitely try to tattletale, and I turn them right
Yeah,
the
they
fuck
be switching
around.
all
I don't want
time.
to hear that shit."
That's why I don't like having white supervisors. I would change a whole department to have a black supervisor. For real. I mean,
Y'all
they
are
still
missing
get-
my point. Then said, "Now
they still
fucking no,
switch.
not really reaching him, but fuck them. Y'all are missing my point. It's not what I did. It's the fact that somebody went out of their way to tell what I did when what I did had nothing to do with
So
them.
you
It
wanted-
literally affected them none.
So you wanted them to let you be wrong in peace.
It's-
Basically, like I
it's
do everybody
being
else.
it's like being on
Can I
Facebook
tell
on the
bitches
It's
Come
like
back
you
here.
seeing motherfuckers stealing shit.
You're right.
Right, you worked at fucking Walmart. Why did you get fired from Walmart, Juan? Because somebody didn't mind their business and they told on you, right?
Facts. He definitely told. Snitch ass nigga.
Now, all the shit that you did, had they not told, you wouldn't have had to deal with that shit, right?
Facts.
You were wrong as fuck, were you not?
On God wrong is a bitch.
You was wrong as fuck, but that didn't give them the right to go and jeopardize your job just because they like, oh, well, I can do it.
She an art teacher.
Well, it was one of them. He brought the whole operation down.
I'm just saying.
That was saying, but what's
That's
the
even
problem?
worse when you involved with the shit.
Right. He was involved with the shit and told.
She had work done.
And like I said, if I go down, we all go down. When in actuality, he could have just took the L and then still been
It's still been plugged up. Like
Right.
I wasn't gonna leave you in the cold, fam.
right.
I was gonna hook you up.
If anything, niggas would have plugged him more for not snitching.
Right, like you were real.
So you think
Like, bro, meet me in the back by the garbage can. I got this place.
You think they were outside the door?
Mhm.
You think they were outside the door listening?
Well, based on the person who says that she has inside information, because now I know she does actually know somebody in HR. She's the reason why I said I need to be suing, because this particular guy in HR is always discussing HR issues with her. She doesn't even live here. So you know she don't work for the fucking company. It's the government.
Imagine listening in and beating your meat outside the door and then you go
Ugh.
snitch.
Why you go there, bro?
Anything could have happened.
And how does that snitch sound? Like, what are you saying?
I don't know, like that.
Like, what are you saying? Like,
I think-
Hi, this is Barbara. I just, I
you
just
check
wanted
the
to let
series
you
footage.
guys know.
there were some cheeks being smacked.
No, I felt like she was just saying like they were using the conference room inappropriately, and then HR
Exactly,
probably was like,
because-
"Well,
What-
what were they doing?"
Right.
And then she was like, "Well,
I'm not really sure, but what I think is
But
they
what,
were screwing."
You know, another thing that people.
Then mama's definitely jealous because
all the HR people in the comments. could
Hey,
probably
Miss
say-
Higgins, fuck you. I'm gonna kick the
I
skin
bet
off
you
your
that
chin.
person called
Whoa.
repeatedly. I bet you the HR person was like, "All right, we'll investigate." And they called back.
mom
like, so what do you do-
said,
what are
I'm
you doing
obligated
about
to
this?
listen, but I don't turn in half the shit I get. And she said, I challenge my team to think about why this shit bothers them.
How many times people be calling y'all like on the same shit to
she,
follow
maybe
up?
she was going through a drought. She was like, "Oh, this motherfucker fucking." And not
Britt
only are
said
you
if
fucking,
niggas would just mind the business
You-
that pays them, because that's what I was doing. I was minding the business that I get paid for.
all would be well.
What was going through?
Somebody
your
said
head?
they were mad they didn't get an invite to the conference room.
That's usually what it
And
is.
Bree said, then the motherfuckers that's actually mean it when they say they'll tell on the application questions.
yeah.
Right, because I say that shit, but I don't fucking mean it.
No, that's what
Who
you're supposed to say. to
does?
get
Because you
the
can't,
job.
Right.
clearly them. Because you can't put that shit on the application, but like, that ain't my business. Nigga, I punch in, do my job, and go home.
Hey, do you don't think she moved in on your spot?
And you said, what if the housekeeper lady used that room for her OnlyFans now? She might, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she had every opportunity for her to go and contact somebody and let them know what was going on. She ain't say shit. She just kept doing her fucking job.
Well, as a housekeeper, and like,
was-
wait,
Oh, Nisha said she go kick your ass.
no, fuck you,
You
fine.
should. Who is Miss Silent? She ain't said Nathan, man. She said something. Yep,
Yeah.
they'll call if no action is taken that they can't see.
Yep, they keep on calling. Like, so this is Barb again.
Yeah, so I see that she still works here.
So
What are you gonna do about it? I feel unsafe. Like, how you
are
feel
there no
unsafe?
actions?
That's all that passive aggressive bullshit.
Cuz says I'm over HR. A lot of complaints are made out of jealousy. That's true.
Yep.
That's true. One thing that I do not play with is how I do my job. I don't give a fuck what I do on my off time. I don't give a fuck what I do on my breaks or whatever. Like when I go in and I get hired somewhere, I'm 100% dedicated to doing my shit. And that's partially because I have a problem with being a perfectionist. I don't like to do my shit half-assed. And a lot of times people will come in, will get upset because you come in and you hit the ground running. I'm one of those people like, look, I don't need you to sit here and lecture me. Show me how to do this shit. I got it. Go on about your business. Don't micromanage me. And somebody that was there was trying to tell me how to do my job. And I'm like, that's not how they train me to do it. And if I do this the way that you tell me to do it, and then it comes back, whatever little errors and shit, they're not going to look at me like, oh, well, that's fine. She told you to do it this way. No, they're going to be like, well, we told you to do it this way. So why the fuck would you do it that way? And it's funny because I used to catch a lot of her errors and shit. I didn't go reporting her to management like, hey, she fucked this up and I had to fix it, or go to her like, hey, you fucked this up. And I would just do the shit and just keep on moving because I don't have no time for that bullshit. And I don't like that when motherfuckers be petty in the workplace and shit. That should be making me upset.
Hey, your people racist.
Oh, you just not realizing that?
What are the people?
You were 33 minutes late.
32.
What are your
33, motherfucker. We got a couple seconds of shit.
What are your viewers called? Do you have a name for the viewers? Like a
Actually, she's 45.
The hoes.
the hoes?
Juan likes to call them the hoes. I say that is so inappropriate.
You listen to hoes.
My listeners are saints.
That's a lie.
Most saints are hoes.
That's a lie because we got one of your listeners right here.
Nigga said the housekeeper took my ID and added tacos
And
to
you
it.
are.
You trying to say I'm a whole time?
You have.
I am if they ain't.
Yes, like we know you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool.
Thank you,
Now.
thank you for the drink.
And I was like, yep,
We know
someone
you,
told me
bro.
once to slow down on
Hey,
working cases
my
because you
little
was
plain
making them
Mike's
look
are
bad.
eliminated.
Yeah, like
With
that
the,
shit.
You was breaking up the flow.
That is how I ended up like right before, like with my mental breakdown and shit, when I lost it, like with the suicide attempt with the pills and everything. The final straw was me losing my job at the post office, because even though I didn't apply for that specific job, I applied to be a counter clerk.
They hiring like crazy right now too.
Yeah, I bet. I'm supposed to be the bitch taking the shit over the counter, selling
Whoa.
stamps and everything else.
We don't. Want
They
to
have
take
me
shit
on the
account.
dock. Motherfucker, I am 5'3". The boxes come up to here on me that I have to unload. You used to work at the post office, Tom.
I quit for a reason.
Yeah, but they have me out on the docks. It's fucking freezing, okay? At 4 o'clock in
Were
the
you
morning.
at the stations or were you downtown airport?
No, I was at the station.
Oh,
I
Still
was out
cold
there in
as
New
fuck.
Berlin.
still cold as fuck.
Yeah, I started at Waukesha, but then I ended up going to New Berlin. And the fucked up part about New Berlin was I wasn't even supposed to be working there. I was literally just sent there to help because they needed help. After their little season or whatever, I was going back to my original post office in Waukesha.
Nope, they kept you.
No, they got rid of me because when they was talking about like the jealousy and shit and talking about making them look bad, I'm the only new person that was in there learning the fucking routes, learning where shit go. I don't fucking live in New Berlin. If you put me in Milwaukee, I know all of this shit like the back of my hand. I can do streets in my sleep, but I'm the one learning all of this shit so that I'm not doing misthrows and shit. They telling these motherfuckers like, oh, well, and she's not doing this and she's this and she's that, to a point where one of the older guys, he started in 84. Nigga, I was born in 84.
I started working there in 84.
He started working for the post office in 84.
Oh, that was back then when you had a good job.
He
You
need
didn't
to
leave it
own
for
that
nothing.
You know
motherfucker.
what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah.
The
And
post-
he came and told me in the back, he was like, hey, you need some help? Because the person that usually worked with me, she had a doctor's appointment that day. So it was just me in the back. I was like, no, I got it. He was like, I'll help you anyway. And he warned me. He said, I just want to give you, a little heads up, put a little birdie in your ear. He was like, you need to watch your back. He said, because them old bitches out there, his exact words, because he don't like none of them. He was like, because those old bitches out there are constantly trying to throw you under the bus. He said, now see how hard you work. He said, but they pull this shit whenever we get somebody new in here, somebody younger, and somebody's doing whatever. He was like, they try to pull this little shit. So then all of a sudden, the little assistant manager, whoever the fuck he wasn't even the person who was supervising us during our shift. He would come in, go take his little slick head ass back to the fucking office, and we out there working. He started nitpicking with me all the time. I'm on my period. I go to the bathroom and I'm, handling my womanly business. I come out, this nigga's time. I'm like, so I tell him, I said, I'm on my menstrual. I had to get myself together. I'm standing up all day, gravity kind of. So, well, next time, just what the fuck you mean next time? Nigga, I can't control how I'm bleeding when I'm on my fucking feet for 12 hours. So then he starts picking with me about my shoes. Well, you're supposed to have these shoes on. I'm like, dude, she got on the exact same shoes that I got, and I ain't see you say nothing to her. And I know that those are the exact same shoes because when I told her how comfortable these was, she gave me the money to go get her the exact same pair, and I brought them to work for her to put them on. Dog just got to fucking with me because they was cool with dude.
Whoop her ass.
So eventually he ended up calling me like, well, you got this strikes and blah 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 blah. So I'll give you the choice where you can resign and then you can apply for another post office if you want later down the line, or I can just fire you and blah 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 blah. Now, because I really did actually want to work for the post office, I ended up resigning, but I should have let them fire me so I could have collected money.
You should have told dude in the most disrespectful way to suck your dick.
You better suck my dick.
And actually pull out a dildo in his
But
ass.
that was an opportunity so now, as a former postal employee and knowing that how they get down in there, the term going postal makes so much fucking sense.
Mm-hmm. I see. You see why motherfuckers get shot?
And it's like, just imagine, because y'all know I lost the shit when I was out there in Brown Deer. I was already struggling. I had a lot of shit going on during that time. And that was literally the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, what if that would have went a completely different direction? And I channeled that onto them fucking employees.
We just had to hire you, man.
Yep. We know a nice little
Like
church.
And that's why I do not have respect for people that go out of their way to get people in trouble and fired from their jobs when you don't know what's going on with them. If that shit don't have nothing to do with you and they not fucking up your job, mind your fucking business. You don't know what people got going on.
She shot 3.
Huh?
I'm rehashing the actual
He's
report.
doing your news report.
Yeah.
For 45 people in the department, she came back and shot 3.
Meanwhile, the New Berlin, the post office, really took the word going postal literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While making sure she not only popped the...
really
But that's always been a thing with me because when I go into places, I am an overachiever. I can't help it.
Had a podcast called Hoecially Awkward. We'll be back after this shot.
Listen.
And they're gonna show the ugliest photo of me too. Nothing.
I hope they don't show my old mugshot photo when I look like a 12-year-old boy.
Yep, that's the one they're gonna grab.
They're gonna show the one of you holding your nipple. You stand like that.
Or the nippleless one.
Oh, well, shit. I hope they show one of my sexy ones. Motherfuckers might donate to my GoFundMe for a lawyer.
They're gonna grab the nippleless one.
You know, when they show them the mug shots and them like, hey, I'll write her in jail.
Yep.
I don't get to these comments real quick. But that shit, like, quit doing that shit, man. Like, as of right now, I have 2 children and a disabled mother. I have 3 people that I'm taking care of.
Don't play
In
with
addition to myself, plus a fucking dog. A dog is a kid. If you got a dog, you know that dogs are fucking kids. And they kids that don't grow up to learn how to wipe their own fucking ass. So it's honestly worse.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
They can't cook their own eggs and shit in the morning. They can't wipe their ass. They can't do nothing but lick on shit, include themselves.
That just sounds so wrong. Perfect dog.
I'm a little
for
jealous
you.
though.
Like perfect dog for you then. So let's say you got in jail, right? And you know how lately niggas been able to get cell phones and having camera time in jail. You gonna keep doing your OnlyFans while behind bars?
That might be some lit ass content.
What the fuck?
You might blow the fuck up.
See, I'm just saying, you always like, you know,
Hey, if
new
niggas
content behind jail.
I don't think they can do that in jail.
There's a lot of things you can't
Why the fuck
shouldn't
not?
do in jail that
Hey,
they do.
They straight be live in jail.
Right, I've literally seen folks going
Well, you
live.
know what? I used to ask that, but my father is a corrections officer, so he works downtown. And everything he was telling me makes so much sense.
Ain't that crazy? Like that's like the ultimate glow up
wait.
story from stripper to correctional
I
officer.
was about to say that
I was
was
gonna say the same one.
That nigga name was illegal, and then he chicken was like, you know what?
it's the same day.
Eureka! Yes.
It's the same daddy.
So
Okay.
apparently, if you like when people come down there and put money in your books and shit or whatever, they can buy you little electronics. So you can get like a small TV. They can buy iPads.
Right.
So that would explain like niggas
Hey,
being on.
Do you know nationwide where that spot is?
Huh?
JL Marcus.
Yep.
Nationwide.
Oh yeah.
Prison
Yes.
prison paraphernalia. and
Comes
shit.
straight from J.O. Marcus.
Right on Found a Lot.
Hold on. Robert said, I just had a situation where somebody was being petty at the workplace and they went to the boss, said I threatened them and cornered them in the office. So the supervisor said, now I'm not allowed in the office, but they don't believe what this lady said. She used the whole, I'm a little white girl and this is a big black man.
This is why I don't like working with white women, because they lie in a heartbeat.
All the white women I know are cool.
You
No,
say
they're
that now. You
not.
say that now.
No, they're not.
That passive aggressive bullshit is real.
I'm sorry for any white women.
I don't
in
really
the-
talk to
in
them,
the
though.
chat.
But that's just it. They don't.
You're
they
not
done
cool,
told
white woman.
They done told on you so many times that you don't even know it, and then come back and smile in your face repeatedly.
Mhm.
They've already built a whole fucking case against you. So the minute when they finally feel publicly threatened, it's a wrap. You've already been on paper for like 3 months.
Mine
is
said it's always the old ladies. That's why I'm all they boss now and they hate it. They've been there for years.
why is your coochie a separate entity?
Wait a goddamn minute.
Or are we ignoring Terry?
Yeah.
Because if we're all in agreement that we're ignoring Terry for this episode, I'm okay with that.
I don't have my glasses on, so I don't see what she's saying
All right.
anyway.
All right. Yeah.
We reading comments. We just ain't paying attention to you. Because what you doing here?
Was she pregnant? She ain't got shit else to do.
All the women cannot stand younger women when we hold higher positions in them. Take it with someone who cares, Cheryl.
Cheryl definitely.
That was actually one of them hoes' names. Now I'm triggered.
See, Cheryl
Now I'm
sounds
triggered.
like she snitched.
It's always a white woman named Cheryl.
Or Ruth.
I ain't no Ruth at my job. I got a Barbara.
I was gonna say Barbara's would be the next one. I
I had
was
to
gonna
fire
say.
a woman
We just
named
go
Ruth.
ahead and skip past that because ain't no answer.
Yeah.
It don't need an answer, so it ain't getting one.
Why can't I be a guest? Mm-hmm.
No, because we invited you on the show, and you did not make it possible. So you have been banned from TDR.
Look at you
Damn,
talking.
TDR as a whole?
Britt said her
Yeah.
cousin added her as a friend, and
Yeah.
we've been locked
As a
up for
record
5
label.
years. Well, okay, so y'all know that when I was in
As a
jail, I
crew.
was in federal, and depending on where you at, they got like roller skating shit.
Why do
Roller
y'all have
skating
a
rink.
roller skating rink
Right.
in jail?
Bro,
I think
jail damn near luxury nowadays.
I think that's the one in Danbury, Connecticut.
Damn, let me go commit a serious crime. I can sound like I could be taken care of.
No.
I
better.
said her little brother been locked up 15 years, and she talks to him every day on Messenger.
See,
Wow.
so you definitely can get to keep the OnlyFans going.
Because you could buy an iPad and all type of shit. You can get it popping.
See, all I had was like the little clear Walkman and shit. I still got it because it still got my inmate number engraved in it. They take a one of them electric screwdrivers and carve your inmate number in it, so can't nobody lie and take your shit and be like
Oh.
it's theirs.
Oh, jail has changed so much since you've been in there.
I clearly,
You know what's funny?
clearly.
That's the same thing they do in the military too. They make you engrave
but-
your shit. You got to put your first, your last initial, and then the last for your social.
I like that
Mimi's
coochie.
Coochie's a
spelling.
separate entity in addition to her children, mama and dog.
It looked like couche.
Coochie.
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 I never look all fancy.
Coochie.
You sound like an Asian person.
Mimi's coochie.
Yeah, but there's definitely roller skating in federal. Like, cause when we used
Even Rob.
we used to have movie weekends, so they would pick movies, and they would basically, it was like, you know, like kind of like a matinee kind of thing, and they had a big ass movie room. We had this big ass TV in there, and everybody would like his chairs and shit, and we used to be in there watching movies and shit, have our
Y'all-
little snacks and everything.
Did y'all get good movies or they make y'all watch shit like James and the Giant Peach?
Nah, it used to actually
Hey,
be good
that's
movies
actually not a bad
sometimes.
movie.
But you had a choice on if you wanted to go watch
I
it
was
or
gonna
not.
say that made y'all watch Tubi movies.
Tubi
Okay.
movies.
Yo,
But
Tubi
movies
movies
low-key
is
be lit.
terrible.
Tubi and BET have some of the worst movies.
Hey,
Mine
BET
said her
compared
daughter
to
locked up
Tubi
now
is
and has
like
a tablet
Oh
where they
no,
watch
no,
movies. She can text
BET Plus got some bad shit over there, bro. But I can't stop watching it.
Couche.
Couche.
Wait, why is everybody in my room now in jail?
Everybody got somebody in jail, bro.
That's true.
Everybody got
Well,
somebody.
At this moment in time, we don't have anybody.
Y'all might.
Terry, can you go back to wherever you came
That's not
from,
no
please?
it's Pushy.
Terry is definitely bored. Terry
Please.
is bored. She probably just woke
Why
up
I
from
gotta
a nap.
shut- All I asked was, did they have them watch James and the Giant Peach? What? Why is it everybody? So when y'all start loving James and the Giant Peach, let me know.
We never not
I
liked
was about
it.
to say,
I feel like that could be a porn.
When they taught it in 3rd, 4th grade, you was reading the book.
I feel like James and the Giant Peach could be like a porn.
That
Because
sounds
when
like,
we used to
that
watch
sounds
it,
like a porn.
because when we used to watch it, they used to make us this odd ass snack where they would just crush up cookies and stick gummy worms in them. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but I had white teachers. That
Sugar
told me.
on sugar.
I was like, so is it supposed to? It's supposed to emulate the earth and a worm. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Teachers are
Well,
fuck.
since Terry keep talking about Coochie in the comments, I'm gonna have Tone roll this video while y'all here.
What beautiful bean footage you got me.
I hope it ain't no beautiful bean footage.
It's the Victoria's Secret video.
This one.
Yep. No, that's not Victoria's Secret.
I asked you which one.
Oh, somebody getting humped.
No,
It's hot in here.
A little bit.
a little bit. The fan on low.
It's actually not that hot. It's your steaming egg foo young over here.
It ain't even hot no more.
It came on.
Egg foo young cracking.
I had egg foo young for the first time like last week.
Denise say like 5 things.
It was interesting.
Yeah, can you be one with the viewer like you talk?
No.
Why not? Why?
Why you always mess with me?
I'm not. I just want you on speed.
I must say the concoction created with Mike's Hard Lemonade and watermelon Ciroc was
It's
pretty
game
fire.
night all over again.
It's pretty fire. So if y'all looking
Y'all
for
niggas stay bringing up old shit.
y'all
God
looking for a
damn.
drink,
Because that's like the top 5.
All right, here go the video.
That's him. I didn't say nothing.
You absolutely did.
Y'all terrible.
I just said as long as she don't take her drink. What's going on here? What are we doing here, Mimi?
Playing a video.
What is
and rub you the right way.
I mean, there's a big ass caption up there.
When he came back, he doubled down on the joint.
It's doing that skipping shit again.
And my boyfriend, he does not cheat on me. My boyfriend doesn't lie to me, so I know my boyfriend didn't give me chlamydia.
Yeah, we can just stop right there.
So,
No, niggas.
a woman walks into Victoria's Secret saying that their panties gave her chlamydia because she knows that her boyfriend doesn't cheat on her. So apparently she feels that
I'm sorry.
buying a pair of panties from Victoria's Secret and putting them on, she contracted chlamydia, not because her boyfriend has been raw digging other women.
Is it possible?
That's the first question. Is it possible?
To get chlamydia from
I'm
panties.
going to.
Is the secretion from another woman who has
Yeah.
chlamydia
I'm finna post a video in the Hoecially Aqua group now, so y'all can
on panties?
Have you ever had anything?
Oh my Juan, that is a
Absolutely
wild way to
fucking
jump
yeah,
out there.
right.
You got to
Wait.
chill out, bro.
Random ass transition. Transition are horrible.
How was it a random?
No,
what
it
did,
wasn't random.
what did the
It was
panties
a-
give the lady?
It wasn't random. It was just a horrible transition.
How? Chlamydia is a sexually transmitted disease, ain't it? I think that was the question I asked you. I think I'm right on par with what we're talking about here.
Why the fuck would you ask me some shit like that?
Because I was gonna go around the room. Tommy was next. You just
I
happened to be
mean,
first.
my life story on
What next
Facebook.
for what?
Right,
Everybody
that's
know
what
I
I'm
done got
saying.
fucked up.
Like, where am I wrong here? That's
Next-
all I'm trying to figure out.
Next or what?
It was just
I'm
unexpected.
sorry.
No, you're not.
Unexpected.
I love you though.
No, you're not. Don't touch
You're my
me.
homie. But if you out here letting people burn your ravioli, fam, that's not okay.
Please shut the fuck up.
Why do I always gotta shut the fuck up?
I think when it comes to STDs, a lot of people are like ashamed to say that somebody burnt them. When it's like most times when it happens, it's not even because you were being promiscuous.
Right. Like you could have been in a
Promiscuous girl.
9-year relationship.
Which is so funny because as me doing like OnlyFans and shit and
Clap, clap.
having multiple sex partners throughout that time, this is the safest that I felt.
The porn industry is safe overall,
But I mean,
Except
ex
for that
Brian
one-
Pumper.
except for one guy.
But no,
No, they
but what
don't
I'm
really-
saying,
they
like
don't
I
fuck with
felt
They
more
don't like 'em
at
for your
ease having sex with multiple people that do OnlyFans with me because we are very consistent with our testing versus just dealing with a nigga that's your random like just your baby daddy and shit.
Just drop
I
it.
No,
got the
like,
clap and I'm giving it to
Niggas
you.
be cheating and shit. And they don't even be cheating safe.
There's no way that a pathogen that causes a sexually transmitted infection could possibly survive in the environment of panties. let alone panties that have been.
Terry said she might have cheated on him and tried to cover it up. That is also a possibility,
I didn't got the clap.
especially if he was there with her and shit.
See, you're
clarify-
not alone.
Because honestly, a lot of people are ignorant to that. So she could have really told him like, "Babe, I didn't cheat. I just bought some new panties. It had to come from the panties."
So she just going through the act.
Could be.
When I've known women to do that, go through the act.
Bree said, "Burn your ravioli, dog. They eat toasted ravioli here, and that just had me cackle."
Hey, toasted raviolis.
Hey, actually, toasted ravioli. is
Terry
pretty
said,
good.
"Hey, I done got clapped before. A couple people have. People just don't want to admit it. I mean, it happens."
It happens. I'm not judging. I'm just not one of those people.
Oh, you ain't never been right. Okay, just say wine. I've never been clapped up.
She kind of did, but she just threw her off.
Because
'cause it
that's
came out of
like,
nowhere.
okay, bacterial vaginosis is not an STD, but a lot of women do not like to talk about bacterial vaginosis because they don't want people to look at them like they are nasty.
Monkeypox.
The
is-
slightest thing can throw off our pH balance, whether it is using another fucking soap,
Crab boils.
just like anything. Like it just you can have sex with one partner consistently, and he's not doing anything, and just
Get out my
his semen can throw your pH balance off, and then boom, bacterial vaginosis. It
Him
doesn't
not
have
watching
anything
it.
to do with
Is it true?
cleanliness.
Is it true, women, that your pH balance can be thrown off by a nigga fucking another bitch? Like,
Yeah.
he-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
he coming- and you can tell that he's like cheating
Absolutely.
based off of your
your
pH balance change. Word.
having sex with niggas with swamp ass.
I mean, not even that. It's
Yo,
just- no.
wait a
I'm
minute,
I'm just
bro.
saying. I'm just saying. Period. Like he could be clean as fuck and fuck with you, and your pH balance get fucked up.
Yeah, because most niggas don't clean their
Chicks
dick
do like to
afterwards.
fuck musty niggas.
That's something as simple as we can have sex
Watch
and
it.
we can use a condom,
Condoms can fuck
Right.
up too.
and the lubricant that we use can throw off my pH balance, and I end up with BV, even though we were practicing safe sex, because anything that is introduced in there that our body's like, what's this? What's going on?
What's going on? Nah,
It can throw us off.
they can.
Y'all got to stop being scared to talk about that kind of shit. Y'all be too worried about being embarrassed and about niggas that don't know shit about pussy judging you for what's going on with your pussy. They don't know what's going on with pussy. Honestly, a lot of you bitches don't know what's going on with pussy, and that's why y'all be scared to talk about it.
I ask,
You
a
And
lot-
yet they always trying to give it away.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on with
I
it.
ask
Don't
a lot
give it to me.
of. I ask a lot of pussy questions. So
You're in the proper place to ask pussy
Yo,
questions.
okay, can we get Terry out these comments, please?
Terry said
Please.
Magnums give me BV. That's why I just raw dog it. Clearly.
You know what?
When you do again,
I'm about to say,
You know
which
what?
is why you're in the situation you're in now.
Hey man, raw dogging can be fun.
Until you have to pay for child support. Or
Yep.
that bitch crazy.
Kayla said having sex without lube can create microcuts due to dryness and infection seeps in.
Why y'all fucking dry?
um,
When it's getting dried up, it's time to go home.
Rabbi said you just said pussy 10 times in 5 seconds, and I bet you was aroused too, you dyke.
God,
Yo,
yo, you can't say that.
Yes, I can. I eat pussy. I can say what I want about gay people.
The community,
the
just
produce.
because you're a part of the community, don't mean you can disrespect the community.
You sure black people can say niggas and other people can't?
And we get mad by niggas saying nigga,
Who is we?
even though I use the hard ER repeatedly.
Repeatedly.
That wasn't harsh. I love you, Rabbi.
Immaculate conception.
just Jesus babies.
There is nothing immaculate.
Hey, is
About that
immaculate
conception.
conception just guys stealing the pussy?
That's true, Bree. Bree
Rape.
said motherfuckers don't.
Definitely.
Yo, wait. No, we're not glossing over that. No, we're not doing this.
Oh,
That's-
he raped Barry.
That's some real shit.
He
Bree
raped
said
Barry.
motherfuckers don't know shit past
There was
middle
no.
school help.
There was
That's
no
so
consent.
true.
There was no consent.
Mary did not consent
We're
to that.
not gonna be calling God a rapist, fam.
Bam! Did he ask Mary permission?
Jesus is definitely.
He did. She just showed.
Jesus,
And
Jesus
then
is a
he
rape
didn't-
baby.
And then he didn't even go and say
anything.
anything. He sent his side chick to go tell her you pregnant and this is what you got to do.
Well, it was different times back then.
Terry said I got clapped because dude had on a condom that was too big and it came off inside me. Coochie
Wait,
felt like it was
wait.
about to fall off. Gave me the media
Her
yeast
coochie-
and BV.
Her couche was about to fall off.
Yo,
She got
his
the clap
condom
with
was
the
as big as them Jabot jeans we used to wear back in the day.
Nigga had a Carl.
Clearly, he
Carl
needed a
Canine
strap.
Rubber,
dog had a cross color condom. on.
Jinko jean rubber.
Jacob.
Yo, I just saw a dude with some Jinko jeans while I was at work. My coworker was like, "Hey, Juan, you remember Jinko jeans?" I was like, "Yeah, them big ass fucking jeans."
Bro, why was clothes so big back then, dog?
Oh no, and don't know. I don't know.
And so, Jelly Bean's dad gave me Trick, and I was pregnant. And the fucked up part about that is the medication that they use to treat you for it, you can't get treated like that first trimester because it can fuck up your baby. They're like, well, it's not harmful. It's just an annoyance to know.
So
And I tried to hit him with the car, but he jumped on the curb. He's the only person I ever missed with the truck. The only one.
And Juan, like I said yesterday, when a crazy chick tries to kill you, you will never forget that chick. That's why they keep coming back for this heifer.
What?
I don't want nobody to attempt on my life.
Stop being a fuck nigga.
I am not a fuck nigga.
That ain't what the episode said.
Terry said you don't know pain until you got to scratch the inside of your coochie and can't had to grab a tampon and itch it.
First of all, why is the inside of your...
Who is Terry Walker, please? Who is she?
Somebody who you do not want to meet.
You don't want to meet.
But she asked why she can't come on the show, bro. This is why.
If she come on the show, I can bow out because she.
Yo,
would-
if you come, I'm
would
staying
win.
home.
She would
Yeah,
win.
no, Tommy, you producing that day because
She would win.
I'm definitely staying home, bro.
It'd be you.
Hey,
It'd be
Britt
you.
said put it in reverse, Terry. Thank you. Please go back to sleep. Please. It seemed like you don't. Talking about I'm pregnant, I'm gonna have some filter.
So if you stick it in there trying to itch it, it's like putting a Q-tip in your ear, like the same kind of.
Bro, don't get her started.
That's like females with yeast infections. Females feel like it's embarrassing that they get a yeast infection.
Does that make it a bread box?
I don't know. I just had one. You want to know why? Because anytime I get put on antibiotics for anything, no matter what it is, I have to get a diflucan pill, fluconazole, for yeast infections.
That's
Because
a
antibiotic,
wild-
even taking antibiotics,
That's
that
a
can
common-
throw you
I've
off because
heard
that
that
is
before.
killing.
That's a common
The good-
side effect.
Yep,
Right.
I heard that.
Does that make it a bread? I hate this nigga.
You is the last nigga to talk because you said some wild shit yourself.
I just need women to
On the
grow up
episode.
and be able to talk about shit like this and stop worrying about, oh my God, people go judge me and think I'm nasty. It's shit that happens to.
Niggas
It's
gonna judge
normal.
you no matter what.
I gotta push the cream cheese. Yes, Terry. See, this is why you can't come here. That's exactly why.
She's as real as it get.
This nigga said I had a yeast infection so bad from that I got pushed the cream cheese out. I
You
hate
know
her.
what? Can we?
How did?
Yeah, Bree said you got to ask for the meds along with the antibiotic, and I normally do, but because I ended up having to go to urgent care and it wasn't my regular doctor, I forgot to ask them. So then I had to call my regular doctor, and this is another thing. I know my pussy, okay? I know my pussy better than anybody. If there's only one person that probably knows my shit as much as me, but I'm still, a little ahead of them. I hate when I tell you, hey, I need you to call in a prescription for blah, 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 because this is what's going on. Oh, well, did you look? I know my shit and I know what's going on. Call in my fucking prescription. Well, I'm going to have to contact the doctor and then I'll see what she says and if we need you to come in or not. What did the doctor do? Send me a message in my chart and say, hey, I called your prescription in. I already know you know.
And if you know, you know.
Because I know my fucking body. I don't need to come in and get examined and shit for that. My mom said every single antibiotic. Yeah, like it doesn't matter what it's for, whether it's a fucking ear infection. Because when I was in the hospital, it's been a year. Tomorrow when I got diagnosed with COVID, when that shit put me in the hospital. While I was in the hospital and they were giving me antibiotics and shit when I had pneumonia, I had to request that they gave me the diflucan pill because I'm like, it's going to give me a yeast infection because I'm on all these antibiotics right now. You have to give me this pill.
Why is Bree wearing drawers that are too small? Or am I reading that wrong?
You probably. I'm hoping you read it wrong.
My bad. Where you? Oh, that's true.
Kayla said, oh my God, antibiotics suck. They might as well call in the diflucan with the antibiotics. I don't know why they don't, honestly. And I wonder if that's a hereditary thing too. Like, is that something that y'all parents had to deal with? Because I honestly found out from my mom. Like my mom let me know, like when I first started getting on antibiotics and stuff.
Ooh.
She was like, this is what you're gonna have to ask them for.
I gotta stop asking questions.
But
What?
you
Don't ask
asked.
questions you don't really want to
But
answer.
you
I don't. I don't never expect these answers. Like, who the fuck? Like, why don't y'all realize who y'all be talking to? Can we start censoring? Can I get PC answers?
Man, antibiotics hell sometimes, even changing soaps. Yep, we said that. Like the slightest thing can throw us off. And it's like it doesn't have any, you can literally not be having sex with anybody. Because my very first run with bacterial vaginosis, I was still a virgin. I wasn't even having sex yet. But people always look at things as, well, if this happens, then people go think that I'm nasty and I'm out fucking around and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Like, if they know about anatomy and like how our bodies work, then no, they won't. That's only shit for stupid people.
Yeah, I felt like I could have gone my entire Sunday without knowing that Bree had a big coochie. Really felt like I didn't need to know that.
I am very pleased to have found out and have follow-up questions.
Please don't ask here.
Can't ask here where
Seriously, antibiotics give me yeast meds, give me BV. Everything just fucks everything up.
So if you're
So y'all vagina like a roulette table?
You said soap definitely had me fucked up before. I had no clue what was happening to me. Yeah, when it's new to you, like I'm older now, I'm almost 40. Now I know the ropes and I know what's going on. But I can definitely tell you, that I almost stabbed a nigga up because I didn't know what was, you get some shit going on. You automatically think that somebody then burned you, but that's not what it was. I didn't apologize, but because he was cheating anyway, I ended up finding that out. He just got lucky, and he it wasn't because of him.
I was dying.
Okay, so Bree said it is her mom and older cousins. It happened to them too. It's definitely my mom.
If you wear like a size 9 panties and your coochie's fat, like you gotta upsize it. You gotta go get like a size 10, 11 and shit.
Bro,
yeah, because of hormones. You are more prone to BV while pregnant. I know the fellas is like, what is going on?
I feel like I learn something like all the time. I like it. I like learning.
But I'm happy though, because a lot of people, not even just y'all, there's probably women that didn't even know the shit that we was talking about. Because you will be surprised how many bitches have had a pussy their entire life. They not new pussies.
She don't wear a 9.
They had pussies their entire life. I have no idea how it works.
I was just throwing a random number out. I did not actually try to size your panty size up. I'm sorry. Damn.
There is actually like healthy discharge. Like having discharge does not mean that you got the clap.
Bree and True Star are like neck and neck.
Right.
Gotcha.
No, they not.
Gotcha.
Damn near.
No, they not.
Bree is
she's way she's way bigger.
True Star like my height.
I just no. Is she?
True Star might be taller than me.
That's what I think. She's taller than you, dog.
She might be taller than me.
Kayla said a lot of women don't know their bodies and don't know how to properly clean themselves. This is true.
But yeah, always giving their pussy away.
This is true. And a problem with that is like you can always tell who's who because when men say something stupid, they write in the comments playing pick me like, well, I'm glad when at the end of the day my panties look like blah 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 and they be dry and they be whatever. And it's like, ma'am. Like, ma'am.
Oh, so your panties don't look like that, but what does your credit score look like, ma'am? I'm gonna start asking bitches that.
Shit's terrible. You shrunk. Shrunk where? Not them titties.
Head. Well, I don't know. Her ears make her hair look small.
I just see one today.
I fuck with Breda. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
What?
Bree, our nigga.
Literally.
So we want to go into a
This is a terrible transition.
Right, because I don't even know where we're gonna go with this. Because a nigga,
we're talking about the lower region, so I want to read that whack story from Facebook since we already talking about the lower region.
Oh, okay, that's
Hey, and it's funny because remember when I asked this question and y'all thought that I was tripping when I was like, if they whack somebody with crabs, would it look like a fly strip? Y'all thought I was crazy.
You said that?
Yes, she did. I was here.
Yo, that's wild. Why did you ask us that?
Because she's who she is.
I mean, but would it? No, that's a real question though. Would it? It should. Do they got Google images? Don't find that.
How was this?
Man, Bree said motherfucker told her she was supposed to be using soap inside of her pussy. Not outside, inside of it.
That's not right. You're supposed to squeeze the bottle up there like what?
Hey, Tone said that's not right.
Not right.
What kind of advice?
I know that's not right.
And a lot of women, like in my early years, I didn't know any better, but
self-cleaning.
Women will actually think, okay, well,
like
dushing,
yeah.
I'm cleaning my pussy. cleaning your pussy with a douche, that can actually throw off your pH balance, and then boom, now you got BV and shit because you was trying to smell so fresh, so clean. Because I used to use, what was them called, Norforms, because that's what my granny and them had.
Yo, people
But I
still
quit
use
using all that
summer.
shit.
Is Summer's Eve still a thing?
I was
It
gonna
is.
say that. Does people still put that up there?
I sure the fuck hope not.
I mean, I wasn't asking. Like,
Yes, Brie, a fly strip. I felt like, because crabs is kind of like obsolete now. Like nobody gets crabs anymore that I know of anyway. But if Brazilian waxes,
those who keep all that fucking nappy
if
dugout.
Brazilian waxes were a thing back when niggas used to really get crabs, I asked if you think when they pull it off, if it looked like them little fly strips that you hang over the sink and shit.
Since when did crabs become obsolete though? Like,
I mean, they minimal now that
Yeah,
they shave down there more. You don't have the hair for
I
the
think
crabs
so.
to grab
right,
onto.
like crabs and lice just seem to not exist.
Yeah, that makes
No,
sense.
no. Lice never existed in the black community anyway. That's a white people thing.
And if you can't use your comb, don't bring it home.
Big facts. That's about the realest statement you could say.
Where do black
So,
people get
I
these
mean-
country ass analogies.
So I mean, like,
No, it's true because we keep our scalps greased all the time.
So like 3 minutes ago, I told Tom, I introduced this video, and I don't see no video. He's sitting here facing us, and he not on the computer working.
I'm
and typing
trying
on
to
the
wait
video.
for you to tell me which video it is. We got multiple videos. Yep.
Wait, no, the wax story wasn't a video, was it?
No, it was just
No, it was just a screenshot.
Yeah.
So somebody told a story on Facebook about doing waxes. You got to zoom in. You always ask that, and then it let you. I'm gonna just have to open it in the group there so I can read it.
download it and open it as a photo. She really do.
What?
But you know what would be crazy about the extra shit? Like she brings the extra shit all the time.
I got it.
Yet he learns nothing from
All right, so
beforehand. When it comes to certain
Wait,
things,
hold up. No. Before this,
That should be
no.
crazy.
Let's fix this
what
real
we
quick.
not gonna do? Sorry.
No, let's fix this real quickly because when we were sitting outside, you laughing. We were sitting outside the car. He was like, "Well, we might as well sit out here and wait for Mimi." I clearly said I still got shit to set up downstairs. No, it just makes more sense to sit here and wait on her.
That's not what we talk about.
So this shit could have been set up already.
No, it's not that. Like you know how Tone. You know how Tone said that if I don't download the video and I just try to play it, it skips. But yet, what did he just do when we couldn't play the Victoria's Secret video?
Just
It
tried
was
to play it instead of downloading it.
My point exactly. So apparently, the
It
nigga
don't always
the nigga
work even
learns-
when you download
the nigga
it.
learns nothing from the week prior.
You know what? Next week, since you always can point shit out, you get over here and do this.
That's not my job.
No. Since you want to point shit out, you get over here and do it then.
No, it's
Because
not.
you always got comments, but don't want to learn how to do shit.
Because-
So from now on, you do it.
My job
See-
is to point it out.
No,
Both of
it's
y'all
not.
job is to shut the fuck up right now so I can read this shit. Can I do that? Swing y'all dicks later.
We
God
keep,
damn.
we keep
Welcome.
asking not to be here.
Welcome to Hoecially Awkward.
Right.
I was at home. That's what happened.
Booty. Shut up. So the chick on Facebook, she made a post. She said, "Y'all, I was waxing my client's backside. Right? Picture this: if you wax me, you know the position you're in when I say flip over. If you haven't waxed with me, the position is doggy style. Long story short, the wax was too hot, so just off instinct, I blow. Client was like, "Whoa, what kind of wax is you giving out? This must be an erotic wax. I done blew in this girl booty."
It's a booty hole.
I
Look.
bet it was a gentle blow too.
I have never had my ass blown in by wax. First of all, okay, anybody in the comments that get waxes, y'all get y'all shit waxed in doggy style. I always got to go knees to chest.
What if when she,
Whenever they do the ass strip, it's always knees to chest. So that makes me like, was it her ass cheeks being waxed? Like, what was going on?
what if she'd have put it after she blew?
She might have hairy booty.
Maybe the person who doing the waxing realized that if you do doggy, it's easier to get the undercut. You know what that
Right,
looks.
because I feel like knees to chest.
Okay, mine said never been in doggy style.
Knees to chest feel like you're more prone to fart. because you pushing on your stomach a little bit.
Okay. Bree said her old waxer had her do that. It worked better for fat folks sometimes.
See?
Maybe that's why.
I was like, it
Maybe
sounds like
she was
it.
a little. Maybe she's a little heavy.
I can't take
Taylor
this.
said never. Knees to chest. I can't take doggy style wax serious. I think I'm more liable to poop in doggy style than anything.
Ain't that the same position you
Why you gotta open the box, bro? Don't
just-
open the box.
What's the difference?
the box is the problem. The box is the whole conversation at this
I was gonna
moment.
say my box ain't never been a problem.
Apparently
think
it
it
is
was
because
just
he
a
won't
loosen.
go away.
I haven't talked to him since August 17th. Denise is witness to this. He been calling and texting
I didn't say you talked to him. I said he
the
won't
point-
go away.
to the point where he
11
like
days. I'll be
just
happy when we at a 30 piece.
just let me know.
You know, we was
He
we
just
like-
gonna
we
sit
do
down
30
for a
in it.
minute and he gonna pop back
we
up
was
close.
almost through a whole episode without talking about this fag bum ass thing.
No, she's probably gonna
We
close
was
the show.
almost
We was
there.
gonna close the show with him.
It was gonna come up anyway.
You see, he told you. She already said it was on the docket.
Fuck, dude.
What's the drink taste like? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy really want to know.
Like this man.
We just
That's
got to
what
buy
I'm savoring
some for next week.
I'll remember that when I bring drinks for everybody next
You
time.
can take it down, Tom.
Take it down.
Everybody gets drinks. She get a.
Shut up, bitch.
She gonna get a.
Damn, who
Wait a minute. Right to my I can't see y'all faces.
She gonna get a little hug. I'm gonna get you a little hug, with a little foil top.
Hey, hug juices used to slap.
That's
All right, Bree, your ass really was trying to get a damn erotic wax. I'm on that heifer was fine, so I was definitely okay with her doing whatever.
Real.
You know, I think I would be
Real,
okay,
real
like
lesbo.
because waxing like that should kind of throw you off. I think if they did kind of like ease a thumb in your booty or something, and like when they pulling it, like it'll distract you from the pain.
You like to be waxed?
No, thank you.
No, thank you. You a shaver?
She seems more like a threader.
Would y'all get that motherfucking business?
You just let
Why
it,
the fuck are you here? Come on, man. Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
She
you just let
wanna
it grow.
Just
get-
ask us
Tommy just let it
questions.
grow.
Because the
That again,
the curtains match the drapes, kind of thing.
the whole for now thing. Fuck you.
You're wrong all the way back. That was like 40 minutes ago.
It was.
I mean,
Great
but
job with the
you-
I
call
was
back.
asking.
Is it all right? You
Just
it's
asking.
your Prince Charming might be in the comments.
Fuck dude.
It ain't too many dudes. Like, wait a minute, not too many dudes in the comments. So
Whoever the fuck he is.
Say talking about
fuck him.
schedule a wax.
Well, your lady in shining armor might be.
dog, I'm so
He
mad.
said I ain't never heard of vaginal threading. I don't think I could take that shit.
Yeah, because I seen the way they thread eyebrows. That shit look like it's gonna hurt your entire culture.
Yeah.
But it don't grow back for a while.
Yeah.
Just get laser.
You know, I hate Ravi. Can you get her out of my comments, please? Someone saying someone keep it right there because I like a little fur on my kitten.
You know what? She is so gay.
I like a little fur on my. Oh god.
Yes. You said I would pass out with vaginal thread and take me to the cane. Absolutely not.
I don't know. There's some tough kittens out there.
I remember the first time. It is some really tough pussies out here, though.
Tough cat. No.
No, I really had to like. It's some tough pussies out here.
There's some old leather cats out
Mine,
there.
I can tell you, mine ain't one of them. Mine is very sensitive.
There's
Like,
some cats that
nigga,
can take
I
a
felt
pounding.
like, you know how when you said y'all get kicked in the nuts and you feel in your stomach and
Yeah.
everything just kind of goes black for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you've ever ridden a bike as a kid, like a mountain bike,
And accidentally slipped.
because the boy bikes,
Shit.
the bars went all the way across.
Yep.
But for the girl bikes, it kind of angled down a little bit. Well, I got on a fucking 21 speed, but it was a boy's bike in that bar. And I slipped.
Oh.
Was it?
And that bar hit my pussy lip. Like, it took me growing up to realize that pussy wasn't like a bone. Like, I know we got our pelvic bone and shit, but I'm saying like to think like because how hard it hit,
Pussy down.
I really felt like my pussy was broke.
You thought it was broken?
And I laid there, bro. They thought I got hit by a car, but I really just hit my pussy on the bike bar.
And that's some real pain though.
But you know what? It's
Like, just imagine that shit.
I'm
You-
not gonna go there.
you
Just-
see a
just to start
kid
some shit.
Laid out in the
Some
street
stuff.
on the bike crying. You think it was a hit and run, but they really just smacked their pussy on the bike.
I would hate to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry that hurt, but there's absolutely no pain comparative to your balls hitting that same bar. It was absolutely not. None.
Fuck y'all. We have kids.
You ever had a wind just like you ever had just something grazed, man?
Man,
Dicks is sensitive. Dicks and
Man.
balls.
the dick's tougher than the balls.
Yo, imagine like holding a kid and then they going through that walking stage. So you put them hard bottoms on and they dancing on your lap. kick you dead.
Hey, they be tap dancing like little puppets and shit too.
You sitting there crying and shit. What's wrong with him?
Man, you
Your
feel like
kid kicked me in the nuts, man.
you about to vomit, had a headache, your stomach. It's all kinds of
The
sensations.
baby just as happy as a motherfucker.
I feel like they know because I feel like they've been here before. Stump them in the nuts.
Stomp them in the nuts. Stomp them in the nuts.
You like fur on your burger, Tommy?
Fur burger. What?
Give or take. I'm
I'm not pussy picky. I'm not.
You take a nappy dugout?
I'll take a nappy dugout.
Like actual nappy dugout.
An actual one, like the 70s.
No, I mean like an actual nappy dugout.
Like one that needs like a
like that shit. Like it looked tough.
It looked tough.
Shit look like.
I've been there before.
It looked like
it got B2Bs.
I've been there before.
Like you need a rat tail comb to like split down the lip before you lick it.
It caught me by surprise. The first
Yo,
time,
if she got that much hair that I gotta part it,
that's rough.
Like I'm finna braid it, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't come across that. Like,
just kind of like take your pinky, just go down the middle and kind of like part it like you doing French fries.
That's wild.
What
if she had a French braid when you?
And this is the thing, right? I've talked about this several times.
Blue magic in the middle.
Like something that really, really, really bothers me is because I know, yes, hair is natural. I don't knock people for having hair. It's just when that shit is just balled up tight to where like it looked like it hurt, like that shit sticks to you.
Yeah, it do.
Hair look like limp balls.
Oh my god, it'd be so bad.
That shit crazy.
And niggas will have it like down they thigh, so it's not even just above the dick. It's above the dick, and then it's spread like weeds down the legs.
Fellas, pick your dick hair. Pause. If necessary.
Just
cut it off. Pick your dick hair.
Cut it off. It's healthier for you.
And if you suck dick with hair on it, and they got that kind of hair, like that kind of hair, like
that's
you can't
love.
just cough it up. It gets stuck for some reason.
Yo, if she sucked dick with hair on it, I'm convinced she used to eat off the floor.
She love you.
She used to eat off the floor.
But sit on paper plates, sit on the newspaper with paper plates, or just literally picked it off and kissed it to God.
Right. If the chicken hit the floor and that motherfucker got a limp ball on it, she still
This
take
is older. Like as I got older, I got to the point I would tell them, like, no, you got to trim that, or we can't.
What did I just click on? I'm actually surprised you still up, Ruthia.
Why she talking about I'll never invite her nowhere?
We get in the chat.
Now you in my business. Don't worry about that.
Right. She won't talk and got a mic, but just hopped in the
Bro,
chat.
you throw my name in there.
Why you gotta be a nigga?
So y'all know I do DoorDash Chronicles every week, right?
Yeah, that's what we're here for. You need to make this your like a little skit segment by itself sometimes. Really, you should.
Right, eat off the floor. Dog fucked up. Something wrong with him. I'm gonna say eating off shag carpet.
Hey,
that's what eating hairy pussy gotta be like.
No, seriously, because the hair was like, it was right at the back of my tongue where like it wouldn't go to my throat, but I couldn't like cough it up.
You trying to cough up a real life hairball?
Dog. That shit was terrible.
Dog. You ever see a cat cough up a hairball? It looks so painful.
I do. I haven't watched it yet, Rabbi. I promise I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, so
what? House of Dragon?
No, Zack and Miri. I've never watched it.
You never watched? I swear I thought I run the hard drive.
I thought
I swear we did. You must have fell asleep.
I was finna say that was back when I used to always fall asleep on y'all.
I'm like, we watched
plenty
movies.
Right. We used to always.
Bruce says like celery here.
What?
Somebody said whoever invented celery was like, I wonder what it's like to bite water with hair in it.
Yeah.
That shit good with ranch. I don't give a fuck. Okay, Auntie Mary.
Jay Blige?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out when Mary got
so
sick.
I almost saw people die doing Grubhub.
Murder or drive-by?
Neither. Because whoever was operating the bridge down there in the third ward.
Somebody just
whoa.
Somebody just died like that.
Yeah, 77-year-old man.
Why folks still got a job? He clearly don't know what the fuck going on.
So
He paying attention to the boats and not the bridge.
No, wait. My guy actually does that, and his job is to lift the bridge. That's all his job is.
Is he killing
They're
people?
from what I read,
Better call
there's
your friend.
somebody who is supposed to be monitoring whatever came to make sure it's clear before they lift it.
right, but you gotta clear the bridge. You gotta actually make sure that bridge is up so the boats don't hit the motherfucker though. So once that shit go down and the lights flash, get the fuck off the bridge.
That's what I'm saying. You supposed he paying attention
Well,
to
he
the
was
boat.
77.
You know they don't move that fast. It takes 2 stoplights for them to get across the street.
Actually, you know,
According to
this
the
is
news
this is
article,
very
he
dark.
was also hearing
Don't.
impaired.
This is very dark.
He
But I was
hearing
at the one on
Why the
third.
fuck is he on the bridge then?
Why is he out at night?
I was on the one on First Street, and it went up over there by the yogurt place over there by Screaming Tuna, and it goes up. And I was like, man, if he just stood there, the motherfucker could just slide down. What was he holding on to?
No, see, my
He
thing
just
was
stood there and slid the fuck down and he'd been straight, right?
the
Yeah,
crazy.
a few nicks and scratches, but
Right. It's better than trying to hang on.
We
Like,
said
hey,
they ain't
I'm
gotta
gonna
wait to tell the
slide
boat
on
to stop.
back
I mean,
or
it
the
ain't
back
like
or
they
the
can
front.
just yabba
Either
dabba
way.
do and slam on the brakes with their foot, Jeep. So
Right. Once it's going, it's gone.
no, right before that shit happened, I was crossing the bridge on Kilbourne, the one that he died on. And I got this weird ass feeling. I just start thinking, like, bro, what if this motherfucker just went up while we was on here? Like, what would I do? Like, would I just try to reverse real quick? Would I run motherfuckers over, like trying to get like? I was really thinking that shit, and then I ended up seeing it on the news, and I'm like, that was weird. But we were on it's the bridge on Pittsburgh down there, right next to Myad. If you're familiar with that area,
Okay.
yeah. So it's the bridge right there by Myad.
That's
So
no, that's not the one. Okay, it's 2 of them. Right.
So that's Pittsburgh and Erie Street, like where it wraps into Erie Street. So I am going to pick up a DoorDash order. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on Friday night in the first place because traffic was so terrible down there. I think somebody said American Legion or whatever the fuck that is was having a convention. Either way it go, traffic was not moving. So what should have been a 15 minute Grubhub run for me for $23 turned into a fucking hour. So before we get to the point of, me watching people almost die, I got into it with some white bitches, right? So I am not in the F-150. So not being in the F-150 gives me an advantage size-wise to be able to fit places where I couldn't before because I don't got the big boy. So I can dart in places and shit. So I'm sitting at the stop sign waiting. I have to turn left. Now, as soon as I turn left, my turn right is right after that. So it doesn't make sense for me to try to turn in the left lane knowing that I'm finna have my signal on for fucking 30 minutes and nobody is gonna let me get over in order for me to make this turn. So I do what any normal nigga would do. I bogart and cut through.
You're not a normal nigga though.
So
Have to fuck off.
So here is this car.
I don't even think you human sometimes.
So here is this car like
All
this.
the time.
Now,
That's the greatest.
now Rabbi
act
could
of
never,
power.
because Rabbi, driving ain't her thing. Parking, none of that shit. So this is this truck right here, right? And this is me. I'm here at the stop sign and I come up and I'm going here. So she sees and she tries to hurry up and speed up. So I jump right here. So she's sitting here blowing a horn. I'm blowing a horn. Caught her a couple bitches, but it's okay. Then the shit on the bridge happens. All of a sudden, we hear the ding, 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 and the thing is going down. But because traffic is stuck right there, nobody can move. So they're literally stuck on the fucking bridge. So all of a sudden, you see people hopping out, running, jumping over the little arms and shit. So I'm like, dog, if this bridge lift with all these fucking cars on here and the motherfuckers like fall backwards, it's gonna be a shitstorm. Now, one person is sitting there. They not willing to let their car go. They're like, fuck this shit. I don't know. Maybe they only had 2 payments left. So they trying to revert. They trying to figure a way to get off this motherfucker. But the thing is down. So somebody is trying to reverse and they realize like, well, shit, I can't reverse backwards. But somebody actually told me like with train tracks, like they're made to where you can't drive through them. But like if you're stuck, you can reverse backwards. I don't know how true that is. And if that applies to the bridges.
I don't want to find
Who the
out.
fuck's hanging out on train tracks that they discovered this?
The video that I saw when motherfuckers was on the train
It's
tracks and had to
always
get
some-
out and they fucking car got.
Mhm.
Just
He was white.
I'm surprised it didn't. No, it was actually a family of black people.
Get your ass off them train tracks.
But you know, clearly somebody was looking out for him, and the because the bridge has started to lift, but then it let back down. So then they ended up raising the little gate, and they was able to try to get off or whatever, and then it ended up going up. But I'm like,
I didn't know they could
if
do
they
all
didn't
that.
have if traffic was thick right there, so if they couldn't pull forward, like what the fuck was they gonna be able to do? But
Been raining cars.
so I'm sitting here and I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, good, they safe. Niggas ain't finna die.
We're all gonna die.
But while I'm watching this shit unfold. I'm also keeping an eye on this bitch. I'm like, this bitch really think that I'm not finna get in front of her, like, cause you can tell she really think that she finna win this war.
Life is y'all petty.
Yeah. So I see the thing go down, and you start seeing people brake lights and shit start easing up because they finna start moving forward. So as soon as the car in front of me inched up a little bit, I darted, and she was that bitch was on her horn for about 3 minutes. I didn't get no fuck. And say, oh, you thought I wouldn't go get over when I was?
Oh, but the satisfaction of her being on that horn and you not giving a fuck was tremendous.
It was.
I know.
Because
I felt
she
it.
You know me.
she tried.
I felt it.
She don't give a fuck about nothing.
I don't, because she tried with all her might not to let me over. And the fact that I won, and she was so hurt about it, and then she tried to speed up and go around and shit. Like, bitch, you're not even in the same lane as me. So now you done did all of this to stop me from getting over, just to get in the lane next to me and shit, speed up and get stuck.
They got those other bridges that go straight up. You seen those? They don't split. They just raise.
Rabbi said, damn, y'all should have got out the car and started fighting like Peter and the chicken. I was on the clock. I had to go pick up a customer order. If I was in between orders, I probably would have. And of course I was with Ree, and Ree was like, what we finna do? Relax, nigga.
Ree is
your
ready.
child.
What we gonna do?
Ree is
your
ready.
child.
If
TCG was a person.
man, get out my head. She be on go mode all the time.
You gonna let her hold you like that? You just gonna let her hold you?
She go one. I'm telling you one
Rabbi
day.
talking about stop handling me rough. I can drive. Oh yeah, go outside and parallel park right now
Don't do
and
that.
and record it.
With what car?
See how that go for you.
That's rude.
Ooh.
Whoop her ass, Rabbi. That's my thing. I'm just gonna tell everybody to whoop her
Beat
ass.
her ass.
Ravi got some broad shoulders. She might.
But then,
clothesline the shit
but
out
people, yeah, that's what I thought. Look,
Rabbi out here pouncing.
look,
Niggas.
you
might,
got nothing to say to that.
Ravi,
But
Ravi-
White people was trying me all Friday. So, question for y'all, right? Not for people like Rabbi that don't parallel park. Now, for people that actually parallel park, how do you do so? How do you parallel park? Meaning, like, what's the procedure?
I had to parallel park for so long.
You pull up to the car next to you, like at the steering wheel.
That's how I was taught.
With the side view mirror.
Yeah, that's how I was taught.
Yeah, I just line my car up with the car's steering wheel, and then I start bagging out.
But when you were going for a park, don't you have your signal on to let people know that you're going for that park?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. If I have
Most
to,
times.
yeah. If it's traffic around, yeah.
So especially on a busy street, I would think that you would be like on a residential street is really not that important because they don't be busy like that. But on a busy street, you throw your signal on and let motherfuckers know that you are about to back up so that you can go into this parking
I
space.
go back till I hit the curb.
So-
pull forward, pull back, hit the curb again, drive off.
Yo, Ravi be out here. Ravi be out here committing crimes, bro. Low key.
Right. They hit the curve.
No, it's the fact that she said, I go back till I hit the curb, say fuck, pull forward, pull back, hit the curb again, then drive off.
You don't say fuck again. You just drive
Yeah,
off.
Ravi out here. Ravi be committing crimes, low key.
So, me being on a busy street and I'm going to pick up this order, I pull up next to the car and I immediately throw my signal on. And my reverse lights are on. You know that I am about to back into this parking space.
Back that thing up.
So motherfuckers that are coming behind me, it's these white dudes, they coming behind. And they was far back before I even went to because it was another car in front of them. You put on your signal to let them know you finna park. Why? So cars can say, oh, okay, they finna park. Let me either stop so
Or
that they
go
can
the
get into
fuck
the space and
around.
keep going, or go around. Everybody else went around. I don't know if they wasn't paying attention or what, but they coming while I'm finna park, and then they veer around. He's like, fucking asshole. Thought him fuck his mama so quick. And I wish he would have turned around because we could have scrapped right then and there. I didn't get up. We was right outside of Don's TV and repair.
There's white.
Yeah.
He was gonna need Don TV and repair.
Like, how the fuck you mad at me because
know, but
I'm
I'm
following
saying
protocol
fuck
for
your
what the
mama.
fuck I'm supposed to do when I'm parking?
I don't know if that's as appropriate to say to a white dude. Fuck your mama.
Why? Because they really would do it.
No, you gotta fuck your mom. You can't say fuck your mama. You gotta change the dialect and shit.
Oh, you gotta talk to white people like how they
Man.
talk.
Yeah. Fuck her. Fuck off.
No, white people pronounce every syllable in swear words.
Right.
All I know is I wanted that fuck ass nigga to turn around and we couldn't handle that shit because I was on in mode. All the people kept fucking with me all fucking day. Mine said I definitely called this white man and his trashy girl dicks yesterday for taking my spot. They saw me waiting for it with my signal on.
Cocksucker.
Oh yeah, I'm petty.
Yo, calling somebody a cocksucker is beyond wild.
Right.
These morons don't
So you know
nothing,
they really mean that
nothing.
shit.
They aren't
Right.
looking at your blinkers. You should see all the
Cocksucker.
assholes who turn right in front of the bus, but never when the police around. You know, and it's so funny because Ree just asked me yesterday. She was like, she was reading the sign on the bus. She was like, right turn in front of bus is illegal. What about a left turn? I said, why the fuck would you be turning? I said, stop talking to me, fam. Just
Well,
stop talking
maybe
to
it's
me.
a one way.
Seemed like a logical question.
I ain't never seen a bus stop on the left side of the street, even on the one way.
There's no door, so they wouldn't stop on the left.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
So
true.
Right. I have definitely turned right in front of a bus, especially when they be sitting there like.
If they
camped out
sitting
in the
there, I don't
corner.
think it's a problem.
Uncool flaw breaker.
Hey, they be sitting there like.
If you know that's a layover spot, they
if it's a layover spot, you can.
No, it ain't gonna be a layover spot. They just be sitting there.
waiting on that, waiting till that light.
Yeah.
They
turn
like the
red.
light go. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Either that or they probably was there early and waiting on the connecting bus.
Right,
Right.
you got they turn the bus off. You ever been on the bus when they do a layover?
Oh, that used to piss me the
Oh,
fuck
absolutely.
Like,
Oh,
man,
that
what the
pissed me-
fuck?
That's
Where
the
you,
worst shit in the world.
Where you going? They turn the whole bus off.
right, I'm like,
Like, I'm
Yeah.
not
We
gonna
sit-
steal the bus, bro.
We sitting
Mom
here,
said
there's
my
3
kids be like,
stoplights and
Mommy,
shit.
what if he
Right.
has a gun? You got to stop doing that. I've always said, Mom, I said, if I die, I don't think it'll be because I eat shit like this all the time. I don't think that it will be, natural causes. I always think that if I die, it is going to be me being murdered in a traffic accident because my mouth is so reckless when I am driving. That's why I don't like to drive.
Cocksucker.
Me doing Grubhub and DoorDash and shit is such a shock because I hate to drive, but
You
But-
liquor.
I be in like Bayview and St. Francis and shit like that, and they don't drive like they do on the north side, so it
Nah,
actually
they
be
don't.
pretty smooth.
They don't even drive like they drive on the north side or the
They
south side.
barely drive. Most motherfuckers you see over there be walking.
Mhm. On the bikes.
On their bike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She was like, cannot hold it in. It comes out so just before I know you're like, fuck you, bitch. Like, and it come out so hard because I be
You
so
kept
passionate about it.
going.
So aggressive.
You
I do. I be
that-
real
that-
aggressive
that-
driving.
That's definitely what you need the therapy for. That right there.
Yeah.
We need to
Everything
save
else you sound like you
Driving-
got a nigga
We
truck.
need-
Driving
we need
makes
to- we need an
Nothing
intervention.
gets under my skin like driving. I be so upset and
Road
so
rage
angry.
therapy
Yeah,
specifically for
yeah.
Mimi.
Yeah.
We need an intervention.
Can,
Yeah.
we,
That
can, we
sounds
just,
terrible.
can we just get high?
Is that going to really solve anything?
She might die.
He don't give a fuck if it's all. He just want to be high.
Facts. You gonna solve my problems because I'm gonna be high.
You can actually take in all her complaints about shit.
But
I'm a-
while we are on the subject of deliveries, we actually got another video that
I'm a great listener when I'm high.
I think that you think everything great when you're
Johnny.
high.
No, I'm really effective
But
though.
then
When
he
I'm
wondered,
high.
like, how
I
am
believe
a
it.
narcissist?
I believe it. It's
Why you keep calling me a narcissist, fam?
Bro, you just said you do everything great.
Because I love myself. Ain't nobody else loving me right now. I gotta
I'm
love
glad
myself.
you realize it. I can do without you, except on Sundays.
No, fuck you. You
Disclaimer.
can do without me.
That caveat real quick.
Mario says Chicago traffic is the absolute worst. I will not drive on the damn Ryan after nearly dying on that fucker. I will not do it. Look, Chicago is nowhere from us, okay? And everybody knows how much I love to eat. I still ain't been to Papa Dough or none of that shit. If I don't got somebody to ride with, I'm not going.
I actually like the challenge of going to Chicago.
So here's a video of a DoorDash driver. That was, ring cams are all the rave. This probably gonna be me one day because I be talking shit about people that don't tip when I walk on their porch.
DoorDasher. They had the door open and he when I had walked past, this bitch titties was out. Mind you, titties big as fuck. I'm talking about titties about the size of my kneecaps.
Who got titties that big?
Your kneecap big as hell.
That nigga said, mind you, titties big as my kneecap.
Look, the shit that people might hear me talk about when I'm walking on their porch, because I definitely be slandering people that don't tip. I talk shit about the North Side too. I'm like, girl, they slid this cheap ass North Side order in here, and they know I'm be accepting shit with no tips, but they baited me because they tacked it on to another order that I had. Kayla said, dog, this be me doing Amazon all on them people porch. Hey, so remember how I only did Amazon Flex that one day, and after they sent me to the boonies, I quit? But like, I just didn't sign up for it no more. I signed up to do it tomorrow because it's $155 for the block, and I'm like, we'll see how it goes. I really hope that they don't stick me with no bullshit. And I hurried up and I went in my account and I changed the kind of car that I'm driving, because if they still think I'm in an F-150, they might try to send me with a bookcase or some shit. And I ain't got no time for that. When they see that you can haul some shit, they be trying to hit you with it. And I ain't got no time for that. I hope they put me in the inner city though, especially because with the rental that I got, it's so much easier for me to stop the car, run the package, and then just start it right back up and just keep like the key in my pocket. It was doing too much with all the other ones.
The fact that they be letting niggas deliver Amazon packages and unmarked fucking vehicles really be fucking throwing me off.
Well, you can ask them for like an Amazon vest to wear, even though you got on your shit, but most people don't. I didn't.
I ordered some shit and motherfucking Susie pulled up in a maroon Camry. Hot right out. I'm like, what the fuck is this white girl on my block?
See, look, Kayla talking about girl, they sent me to the boonies Saturday. I saw big ass snakes and it was dark. I screamed on and off. I didn't deliver shit else.
What? I can't imagine delivering in Texas. Shit.
I just started thinking about that shit.
Mario said the Grubhub dude left my food in the lobby, not even stapled, just left my shit on the fucking floor. We do whatever the app tell us to do.
Have to be
I'm pretty sure the app didn't say
have to be specific, poet.
No. Because some people, like, if it's like a contactless delivery and it'll say like, leave it at my door or leave at front door or door of apartment building, that's what we do. If they don't specifically tell us like, hey, bring it up to the third floor, apartment 306, blah, 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 we do what the app tell us to do. And for most people, that be because I deliver with white people anyway. They just, because I actually be tripping. I be like, damn, like they don't be caring. Like they just want me to sit this bag on the floor, knowing that they got all this like shrubbery and shit around.
Leaving a nigga tacos in the bushes is crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Some drivers are definitely raggedy.
I had a
You said mine says handed to me and it's been left outside.
That's hilarious. Tacos in the bush.
Mine is actually usually the opposite. Like now, this is when I was doing DoorDash. Now with DoorDash, it would be like, leave it at my door. But then you get there and motherfuckers is standing there and it's like, I thought this was supposed to be a contactless delivery. And now I don't got my mask and shit on because I thought I was just dropping your shit and ringing the doorbell or something. So now, no matter what it say, I wear my mask getting out the car. Because I don't want niggas breathing on me and shit. Because that's probably how I got COVID the second time. One of the motherfuckers that was like, leave it at my door and came and fucking breathed on me anyway.
I mean, I say leave it at my door. But
Thank you.
I always meet my dasher at the door. Or I stand at the door and I watch him.
Yeah.
I ain't ordered Dash since like COVID, since the pandemic and shit.
Shit
expensive as hell.
It is. Because they want you to order more.
I believe in tipping. Oh, for those that don't know, because Tone didn't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sign up for Grubhub Plus. You get a free year of delivery. So no delivery fees for a year if you have Amazon Prime. Apparently, some people didn't know that.
Amazon Prime don't be telling us shit.
So yeah.
Right. Can we get a commercial like you put in the rest of these motherfucking videos we watch?
I'm just saying.
How about an ad say that?
But even me, like I do my best to try to leave shit in an area where one, like people don't just see it walking by, unless I can't, Or if some people like if they have chairs or like a little table or something, I'll put it there instead of the floor. Hey, Faith.
Hey, Janelle.
Everybody got crushes on Janelle.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that little subtle. You want to say it louder in the mic?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Hey, Janelle.
Put some bass on it.
Oh, now you talking to me.
Boy, fuck you.
Right. Kayla
So
says I
rude.
deliver for people like I would want them to do for me.
I've said
I
this.
deliver for people that tip the way that I would want them to deliver for me because I tip. Like the motherfuckers a couple weeks ago when they was like, "You bring it to the door, right?" I said, "Sorry, I forgot my raincoat." But today, because I was doing Grubhub, I had my hat on, had my raincoat on, had my little my jogger pants rolled up, skipping through puddles and shit because they tip enough to do it.
Dog was happy.
He's out here just like Ariel Cool J.
Singing in the rain, dropping off sandwiches and shit.
Oh, that's fucked up to be in the rain, just dropping off a sandwich.
Yeah, but
You gotta
so
travel.
again, if you have Amazon Prime, you get Grubhub Plus. That's free
What's that
deliveries
deal now?
I didn't see. I had to put
for
my
an
glasses on.
entire year.
Hey, bestie.
Now I'm assuming that I don't know. You got to
Cat
read the
daddy.
fine print. I don't get rid of Amazon Prime, so I don't have to.
I can't.
I
get
don't
rid
have to
of
worry
it.
about it. But I'm not sure if that's only active as long as your Prime subscription is active or what.
Would
But,
make sense.
yeah.
You my delivery driver.
No, fuck you, bitch. I quit.
Oh my.
You don't appreciate me.
Oh my.
That was mean.
Yeah, definitely look into that. Y'all know I'm
Yeah.
all about helping people save. Speaking of which, I have a huge sale coming up. Cummer's Candy Closet is turning 2. So September 12th. And I asked Tone to make me a flyer, and now I will unfortunately have to ask him to revise it because I was gonna do an end of summer sale, but then I was like, you know what? I might as well just make this an anniversary sale. So it'd literally just be changing some words. You can keep everything else. I really don't care. Yes, already. Let the record show how I treat you. You don't want me to post records. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You've been treating me like a dyke diary for the past
oh.
whatever weeks.
A dyke
And
diary.
you have not been kind to me at all.
That
You
is-
just threatened me at 2 a.m.
That is wild.
She treats you like a DD.
A dyke diary, fam. That is wild. I don't.
Is that a that's not like a Amazon
Thank you,
Prime
thank you.
movie.
Dyke diaries.
Dyke Diaries.
That sounds
So
like
as-
something
as
Lifetime.
you-
I feel like
Usual.
that's a book Brittany Nicole would write.
Yeah.
Some
Dyke
Bravo.
Diaries.
Dyke diary.
Dyke,
Yes.
Dyke Diary.
It absolutely
Or at least it's a
Definitely sound-
poem.
definitely sounds like a Britney.
Thank you.
That's on.
Janelle calls her toys zip zappers all the time.
What's a Dyke Diary? I don't
Zip
know.
Zapper.
Apparently me.
A zip zapper sound like something a granny used to say. Go pass me that zip zapper. And get off face page and go ahead and help me. And
Is that a
Definitely. Yep. That whole shit. Yeah.
all over there on
blink twice if you need help?
chap snap.
So I have a question for y'all because I saw this question on Facebook and it made me want to ask. And now we got extra people in the room. Comments are full. So it makes me want to ask, what do you consider proper date etiquette? You can answer from both sides, like how you would, what you figured for a woman you're taking on a date, as well as how you feel like you should behave on a date.
This is pretty broad.
Right. I'm like, I need more specific.
We'll let the company go first because me and Juan actually talked about this last night.
Like a
Did
first
we?
date.
This was
date,
literally the
date,
bulk of the show.
like impressing.
So as an example, the person that posed the question, she said like when she goes on a date, like she doesn't order a lot because she's not paying. And I don't feel like-
nice of her.
And I don't feel like
fuck
I
with
should
that.
have to order less than what I would normally do.
Right. Because if I pay for my damn self, I'm order what the fuck I want to order anyway. So
Right. I don't feel like going on a date, I should have to downgrade.
But she also just said she wasn't paying. So just because I asked you on a date, you really don't know what my financials is. So like respect.
You know
afford
what
it,
your
don't- if
financials
you
are
can't
before
afford it,
you
don't
ask
ask
me on
me.
a date to any particular restaurant.
I don't ask anybody out on a date. If
Yeah, I can't.
got
Yeah,
that.
can't afford the date.
First of all, I ain't saying me.
And then when
I'm
I
just
pick the
saying in
restaurant, I go look at the menu in advance.
Or
I mean, even
Janelle said date means dick at the end, so put out.
I mean,
So aggressive.
I mean, even
But I respect that.
I mean, even
I never go
though-
to places I can't afford myself. And I guess that's kind of like my point. Like
can I go on a date?
anywhere. I'm not going.
Shut up, Tommy. I just caught that.
Can I go on a
I'm
date
not
with you,
going to
please?
go overboard because I'm not paying, but I don't feel like I should have to downgrade because I'm not paying.
Facts.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I'm gonna order what I would normally order if I was with you, for example.
Right.
And I'm paying for my damn self, or I'm paying for both of us.
I guess what they were trying
Everybody
to I
knows.
guess they were thinking more along the lines where people will go to a restaurant and then they'll order something that they never had before because they couldn't normally get it or afford it.
right. Now, I don't do that. Like I said, I'm not
Like,
going
order
to
from the
look at it
fucking
like,
side of the menu.
oh, well, he taking me out. I never got to try to filet mignon, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on my plate. No.
Not filet mignon.
You never saw King
That's
Ransom?
what, that's what some hoes do though.
Yeah, they do. Like, you know that you can't afford the king crab, but now because
But you
he's
know what?
taking you out.
Well, I mean, that's like,
But I
what-
do go out prepared for that shit.
But that's like whenever we-
like that.
whenever we are in a bar and people see me, especially when they're not used to seeing me, Mimi, what you drinking? What you drinking? I'm not gonna order some shit that I don't normally drink. Like, oh yeah, give
Top
me
shelf.
that, whatever the fuck,
Man, that
be
Louis-
popular
Louis
shit, like,
18.
knowing that I don't drink that just because somebody else is buying. Like I said, I don't go out of my way to spend more because somebody is paying, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to spend less because I'm not paying. Because it's like, if push come to shit, like, I'm getting this shit regardless, nigga. Like, if that's
Correct.
the case, then I pay the
Yes.
difference on my shit. I'm not fucking you after, but I pay the difference on my shit.
Just don't go out of your way to do some shit that you wouldn't normally do if you wasn't by yourself.
That's all we ask.
That's all I ask.
That's all most people ask.
I said, not assuming I'm always paying. I'm just always prepared to pay for myself just in case, so I order accordingly. But that's what I'm saying. I'm go order how I would normally order in the first place. A bitch like steak. I'm not finna order a fucking chicken finger meal just because I'm not paying for it. I like steak, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna order. Medium, please. Give me some sauteed mushrooms on that bitch.
She didn't understand.
Shout out to Ravi who skipped out on her bill at Outback and didn't pay for her steak and shit when we went.
God damn.
I'm like, damn.
You gotta chill, fam. Ravi ain't did shit to you.
Ravi
But
been-
she has.
Ravi has been terrible to me for days. Y'all just
Mimi
don't see
been
that
on
shit because
Ravi ass all
she be
episode.
terrible to me in
She-
Messenger where can't nobody see it.
She outside waiting by Buffalo Boss right now. She gonna whoop your ass.
Ravi be horrible to me in Messenger. She do that shit so y'all can't see it. Bitch.
Damn.
That's funny.
That was aggressive.
Aggressive as fuck, fam. You gotta chill out.
Oh, she be so terrible to me, man.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty particular about dating because I ain't balling like that. So I'm not gonna be dating.
You ain't got it like
I
that,
ain't
so
got
you
like
ain't gonna
that.
do all
So
that.
if I do go somewhere, we going somewhere that I know I can handle. If she ordered,
We
most
probably
specific,
do.
I
You
can
just
handle.
got to get that shit in Cali and not Wisconsin. Mario said, I wish we lived in a world where you could order hot wings, weed, and a blowjob. That shit would be bomb.
Sound like Vegas.
Yeah, I'm
It
with
probably would be more likely
I'm-
Vegas.
I'm with
honestly.
Yeah, it sound like
Right.
Vegas.
hot
Right.
wings and
At the same time.
hot wings and a blowjob
On the same app.
I'm with
That
all.
would be lit.
On the same
I'm
app.
with all that shit,
Dog, that's one hell of a DoorDash.
and I'm tipping.
No, that has to be Uber Eats.
I'm tipping.
Kayla said, I'm weird with people paying for my stuff. If someone else is paying, I scale back, honestly. I feel like if I have to scale back, I might as well skip the date and just go myself.
Fact.
I might as well just skip the date and then just go out to eat or drink or
Man,
whatever
you,
by
don't, you
myself.
don't have to go overboard because you out to eat, man. To get what you normally get, just get what you normally get.
That's what I'm
That-
saying.
if I say
That's
what-
exactly
what
my
I'm
point.
saying.
If
Like,
you
I'm
get what
not
you
gonna
normally
go.
get.
If I don't normally
Alright.
order 5 sides, I'm not gonna order
'Cause-
5 sides with
'cause-
you because you're paying.
Most of the time, my bill be high as hell because it be drinking.
Cause
Like, the
low
drinks is high as
key,
shit.
Right.
that shit is insulting to me. Like
What?
if we go on a date and you look at me and then you look at the menu and then like you know how motherfucker kind of look at you like, can I order this? Bitch, order what the fuck you want. We here. I got you. I asked you on a date. I'm not finna go nowhere. I'm not prepared.
One, but you got to remember sometimes
I'm
that
also-
comes from past experiences where they done went on a date with a
Well,
nigga. He done told her to
I'm
ask,
not the most.
Even
and
if
then he asking for separate bills.
I
And
can't
I'm
even
also
say
not
past
going
experiences.
nowhere
You just look at
where
niggas'
I'm not
social media and
prepared.
shit, and you
Right.
don't want to go on fucking dates. That's why I don't want to date.
Exactly.
Social media will definitely make you not want to date.
Yes, that is
Motherfuckers
true.
tell me order what you want, and then the bill come, they get to looking crazy and shit.
Don't go Texas Day Brazil then. That shit's almost $100 a person.
Maureen said, I'm old school.
But you
Whoever
get
asks
so
to go
much food.
pays. If I'm asked, I ask them, can I do what I do or stay within the budget? If so, I'm a helper because I'm going to do me.
You're gonna do what you're gonna do.
I don't want to have that conversation.
Ooh, double
What?
tequila sunrise.
Talking budget wise at the
Ooh.
damn time. No, we
Yeah,
just-
right.
It's a little
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah,
but
we just eat, order some shit, and we'll be all right.
I'll fuck
Let's
around and
eat
pay the
and
whole
talk.
damn bill because I don't want to have this conversation.
Now, if you go get the king lobster and shit, I'm like, oh, hold on, partner. What? Why? Like, you that hungry, motherfucker? Like, for real? But
Just-
honestly, if we
just
went,
don't order shit off the fucking side of the menu.
Y'all said buffet first date, whatever.
but if
eat
you
the
went
most
if you
of
went
must
to a
be your
restaurant that
favorite
had
food.
that kind of shit on it, obviously you went prepared for it.
You should have,
You should have went prepared for it.
or at least make sure your credit card paid up.
Right.
Right, we talking about she finna go
Facts.
back to Outback and
It's
pay.
like,
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
throw some shit on the credit.
Just throw it on the credit
That was,
card.
that was my next shit. Like, all right,
Kayla,
the
fuck
slurs.
her, okay? Don't apologize to her. I told y'all she been treating me like shit in her fucking messenger, okay?
Okay, Kayla pandering.
Kayla's just a nice person. She don't.
Nah,
know no
Kayla
better.
just for whatever reason she always feel like she got to go against her sister and shit.
Kayla act like
Wait, what?
She's acting like Drake right now.
being very Drake-ish.
What's
And we
that,
ain't
man?
talking. We ain't talking about
That
OJ.
shit do
Drake.
sound good. Steak,
Right.
some loaded mash and asparagus though.
Oh,
I
that's,
need
that's
the
fire.
cheese and bacon on it.
When next time we going to Outback?
Man, fuck you. Because
Oh,
whenever you
shit.
off work and we supposed to go eat, your fat punk ass don't call me back. Suck my dick.
Whoa.
Well, this
Dog
is,
always playing me
This is
whenever we supposed to go out
not
to eat.
your
Then go
night,
sit
bro.
his thick neck ass up here talking about, so when we going back to out, fuck you.
Tommy, the only nigga who ain't snapped on you this episode.
Hey, man,
I'm upset. That just triggered the fuck out of me.
I told you what happened,
20,000 on your head is disrespect.
and you didn't give a fuck about my health that day. So what else?
At least I tell y'all no when y'all first be talking if I know I ain't gonna make
told
it.
Bastard.
her I had a migraine, so I slept when I came back from the shop.
Getting your hair twisted and
Welcome
I had,
to
I had-
Hoecially
I had a
Awkward.
migraine when I woke up that morning.
and you
You
still
not
ain't got
finishing that
twisted.
motherfucker? You just savoring that shit just to
She
be
been eating though.
Nah, she was sipping that shit slow just to rub her shit in.
Tommy just what? See, that's what you get. Your fault.
I definitely will be watching. I definitely will be watching wrestling by myself this coming Saturday. I don't
We
want.
go to nobody's house watching
I don't
wrestling.
want any company. I don't want none.
Just be at his-
We'll skip Saturday and I'll
Hey,
see you
that
Sunday.
actually must have been good because I smelled all. all
Like, bro, you put your tongue. Is that how you put your tongue in bitches' booty? Like a demonstration?
Or niggas.
So,
Why'd you
I'm
get
like,
started? Because she's
or
gonna give us
niggas.
a story
I
that
mean,
we don't need,
you
and
know-
it's your fault.
You know she does not discriminate, so
Right.
so
Sexuality.
I have
is
put
a
my
spectrum.
tongue in the butt. And it's like you kind of feel it like it kind of hug it a little bit.
Like in the bottle.
It's like, you know, when the
See?
motherfucker be like,
Your
got
fault.
your nose, and kind of like, got your tongue.
Your fault.
So
Your fault. Your fault. You asked for this. You tried to be funny, and it backfired.
that's usually what happens.
Why did you not
Y'all-
think she?
Y'all niggas ain't learned yet?
You see, I didn't say nothing, right?
Yes, Bria tongue.
it's
hug.
usually Tone that does it.
Nope.
Every fucking episode.
I know what I
And you
do.
haven't learned from Tone?
I do it on
He clearly
purpose.
ain't learned either.
When I do it, it's on purpose.
Which Applebee's niggas be going to? Hey, yo,
Is there one still
We
open?
ain't been in a minute.
Applebee's used to slap.
Miller
Look.
Park. That's the only one I know of.
Look,
Yeah, that
even
was-
when
Oh
we
wait,
went,
it's one
'cause
of
a lot of
Niagara
people
Falls,
look
too,
down
the
on
movie theater.
Falls, yeah.
well, the last time I went to Applebee's, because we would always go to the one by Southgate when we were coming back from Chicago. We would spend the whole weekend drinking and shit, and then still stop at fucking Applebee's when we hit Wisconsin just to go drink some more. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Applebee's drinks.
Applebee's
used to be
drinks is
in.
right.
They
Hey,
did.
Hey,
The
can we have,
last
They
time
be
I've been to Applebee's
Can we
was
have a
when we went and the power went out in the middle of it, and we
can
got
we,
our drink
can we
for
have a
free.
moment of silence for Applebee's at Midtown?
Can we have a
No,
moment of
we
silence for
cannot.
Midtown?
You know what? On
For
second thought,
Midtown.
That gonna last a week.
We used to, when you worked at Walmart, we used to go to Applebee's.
yeah, we worked.
Oh,
I worked at Walmart.
I was airdropping people porn in that one.
Yeah,
Remember that?
That shit terrible. You're definitely.
I was
terrible.
airdropping people porn in the Applebee's. I apologize. I didn't realize
This does not surprise me.
we didn't have conversation about consent back then.
I already have my glass.
Airdropping my fucking shit.
And this was
This is
before
why-
Apple had AirDrop. Apple wasn't even a thing just yet.
How was you airdropping?
This is the power of Bluetooth.
That's a long
SharePlay?
ass drop.
If they had an open thing, you just
That is a long. You know how long it takes to send.
remember how
anything
petty
over
we used to
Bluetooth?
be because we used to be able to connect to whatever TV and use our phone as a remote, and we used to be changing the TV in the
Yeah,
bars
oh,
and the
that's the
restaurants
one
and
thing I
shit.
used to love about my Samsung. in bars
Yeah.
fucking with people.
Yeah.
That's why- This is why you don't leave. This is why you don't leave your airdrop on everybody.
We're good people, Tommy.
Yes, you are. You are.
Absolutely.
I got cake for my birthday.
We need a host.
Yeah,
Cake
you got
or cake?
no,
I
cake.
bought them birthday cake.
Actual cake. Actual cake.
We need a
That was
Hoecially
the
Awkward
fucking-
outing.
You're not
This
wrong.
is Hoecially Awkward,
You're not wrong.
so-
That cake was fire.
Oh God,
That cake
straight
was-
slapper.
Oh my goodness.
I actually think I know it's like short notice, but like I feel like I probably want to throw something for the Cummers Candy Closet 2-year anniversary.
I think you should.
We'll
do
talk
that.
about that off air.
Yeah, because that's your job planning. I
It
just show
is.
up and pay.
For sure. So we'll talk about that off air.
That's
Go
what
ahead,
I'm
go
for.
ahead and
Cummers
plan that.
Closet
Finally, I get
or
to go to an
Hoecially
event that
Awkward?
I didn't have to
It was-
plan.
No, Cummers Candy Closet is turning 2 September 12th.
Two. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. So
Proud of you.
thank you.
Only because I know how we got here. That's why I'm proud of you.
yeah,
Started
man.
off in the trap.
Actually, the first time I met you was when you were a guest on
Slick
on
talk with
Slick
Slick.
Talk.
Yeah,
And now look at you, a fucking hostage,
yeah.
He
just like the rest of us.
Willingly.
the day
hostage,
me and him
so-
talked about moving to Sherman Phoenix, Tommy was already
That
all
was,
in.
it was already.
He was already all in because Tommy was actually a guest on Where I Come From before I even.
All
got
right.
here.
Yeah, we did a show. We did a interview.
So about
I
this
saw this- I
Hoecially
saw this
Awkward-
picture.
Yeah, that's his name, Bree. Tommy is when we do the intros to the show, we call him Mr. Stockholm. He is Hoecially Awkward's resident hostage.
Yes,
He
Kayla.
came one
terrible
day and I
too.
never let him leave.
If y'all watch closer, y'all see me blinking, SOS and shit.
So,
They can see behind your glasses.
About this Hoecially Awkward outing. What are we doing?
Off air one.
No,
Yeah, I gotta
they
You
said
know
plan.
that-
niggas don't.
I
said
gotta
that-
plan it.
She said that was the party. She said the party and an outing is different.
Oh, touche.
Yeah,
I'll let you have that.
thank you.
She don't know what she gonna do for the outing yet. That's why.
You gotta
Right,
be
nigga,
careful. Her
Motherfucking outing
outing
could have been just let's go get
Her
something. to
outings
eat.
might be content.
Right,
No,
you gotta
it's
be
not.
careful.
I mean,
not
No, I
involving
mean
us.
Hoecially Awkward crew. Like
Yeah,
crew
not
outing.
involving us. Ain't got no
Yeah.
content.
Okay.
No,
What's wrong with you,
but
you sick freak.
we are getting ready to get out of here.
I'm just saying. I'm just predicting. What are you-
You think you think cuz just gonna invite us to an orgy and be like, y'all stay on that side. I'm
Oh
over here.
shit! Oh, Tommy.
Told, bro, I knew it. I would.
Nigga, you wanted 4:00. Nobody does a show at 4:00.
Even
Nigga.
so, he don't have a choice but to show up here. Because if not, he got to deal with these.
Hey,
These
shout out to Big
consequences.
Zay, the Pod. Check him out Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on.
Yeah.
Oh, he be doing numbers,
TDR.
fam.
He does numbers.
Zay
I
be
was
doing
saying,
numbers, fam.
Zay be doing Hoecially Awkward.
Oh,
numbers.
you a lie, bitch. You a lie, bitch. I fucked on Rabbi patio and she watched. So don't let her lie, y'all. So anyway, on that note, Hoecially Awkward is gonna go ahead and get out of here because, as y'all know, if we go over the 2-hour mark, we cannot do the replays
Shut
on
up.
Monday mornings.
Because we cutting it real close.
I know. Shut up. Damn. So if you were not able to tune in for the full live, you can catch the replay on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Or you can always catch our episode streaming on all your favorite platforms every single Tuesday. So until next time, we got a